never going to be a time when you're totally in control.
Why
Life
not?
is a constant struggle.
I don't see why black people can't be totally in control of their destiny.
No, only if you struggle and fight for it.
Well, that's what it's all about.
But you got to fight with your head as well as with your fist or with your gun.
Well, maybe, I think that all wars involve fighting on every level.
That's
you see,
right.
Politics is warfare without bloodshed, and warfare is politics with bloodshed.
Yeah.
Hey, what is good? What's up, y'all? I just have a lot to say today. Like, it's been a wild week. I mean, for real. Like, for me, it just, I don't know about anybody else, but it's been a wild last week. And, um, you know, I appreciate everybody who allows me to come on their platform and talk and things like that. And I try to stay cordial and do what I got to do. But I'm sickened and exhausted. I'm just tired. And I'm just tired. Like, damn. It's like the scene in. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna play that clip real quick. Oh, that's right. I can't because I ain't trying to get in trouble. I ain't playing nothing. Uh, uh, but we can look at the news. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna look at the news. And I apologize. I'm not on camera today because um, I'm doing my hair. I'm washing it. I'm doing some stuff too. Mm-hmm. Let me change my avatar though. It does look kind of whack. Let's see what I can show y'all today. I've been working on some stuff. That's what I've been doing. Working on a few things, trying to make a mainstay. Mm-hmm. Look at that lady head though. I don't like it. I think I got questions. Does this look like me? I don't know. It really do though. Damn. Wow. Okay. All right. Look at that. Oh, wait. These are so cool. Got my Dominican on. Let me see. My modeling days. It's like I'm just fine. There we go. Bam. Hey. Hey, what's up? Now you got a face to the face. Wait, what? What happened? I keep trying to fix my banner and it's not working. Hey. What? You always come over here when you know I'm on live. What do you want? My cat says hello to everybody. Hey, stop. Move. Like little kids. Let me see. To the revolution. Anyway, a lot has happened this week, and I kind of want to just go over it. And I hope somebody hit the link because I hate talking to myself all the time. Like, what is that? If you can, here's my cash app. Yeah. All right, we got this. We got this. We ready to do some. All right, let's see what's going on today. I hope everybody's having a good Saturday. Shout out to the East Coast. West Coast still in the morning. We still in the morning. Just waking up. Gotta thank God, right? For a good day. People woke up. My people woke up. My family woke up. People I care about woke up. That's all that matters to me. My friends woke up. You know what I mean? People reaching out. I love them. I love my people to try to do better. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm just, shoo. I got many topics rolling around in my head, so I'm gonna take my time today and just chill out and hopefully bring some enjoyment to the people who come in and watch my show. I watch the vlog or watch whatever with me. I appreciate y'all. So I'm gonna take y'all on my journey of information because I try to get it from everywhere. And what is going on here? Oh Lord, I am not involved. I don't want to be involved with no beef right now. No beef. Hey, what's up, Bon Cherry? I want to talk about this. Okay, so I don't know if you guys know anything about it, but wherever you watch this show, Fair Use, we're about to go to the law and crime, and we're gonna talk about it. Brr, 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 brr. So this is the kind of stuff that was happening this week. I don't know if you are familiar, but we're gonna talk about it. Fair Use.
Known for their YouTube channels on parenting and religion, appeared in a Utah courtroom for the very first time on Friday. They're both charged with felony child abuse. Ruby Franke lives in Utah with her husband and 6 children. Their YouTube channel, called 8 Passengers, had more than 2 million subscribers before it was taken down earlier this year. According to a probable cause affidavit, Franke and her business partner, Jody Hildebrandt, were both arrested last week. Franke's 12-year-old son had climbed out of a window at Hildebrandt.
Now, I don't get it. But guess what? This about to be some newness. Watch this. If you haven't been following this case, these are people that didn't get away with what they did. So here we go.
House and gone to a neighbor. He was emaciated with open wounds and had duct tape on his wrists and ankles. Franke's 10-year-old daughter was found in very similar conditions inside the home. Both children were taken to the hospital, while the other 4 children were placed in the care of Utah's Division of Child and Family Services. Both Franke and Hildebrandt are facing 6 counts of felony child abuse. There have been reports over the years that Franke might be abusing her children based on what viewers saw in her videos, but it seems nothing came of these reports until now.
So again, she ain't nobody thinking she out here doing no wickedness to her kids. However, she is documenting the fact that she doesn't care that, there was one video where the baby left a lunch, right? Which kids do that from time to time. Well, she was like, she told the school, well, that's what she get. Make her suffer, right? It's okay. I don't know what the teachers did, but I know how to call. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
Franke often collaborated with Hildebrandt on parenting and childcare videos. YouTube confirmed that it shut down 2 channels associated with Franke during Friday's hearing. We learned that Franke and Hildebrandt will both be held without bail for now. A bail hearing is scheduled for a few weeks from now. So let's talk about it with my co-hosts.
Wow. All right, back to Black news. Let's find out what's going on in the Black people towns. What is happening here, guys, that we need to talk about? So again, like I said, I'm going to continue to talk about this. We have to be diligent with what is happening in outside of our bubble. The people that want to say that they are trying to do better for us, that they know better, that they're in positions of power, but yet and still they are allowing things to happen in our community. I'll sharp their head real big. So, I mean, if you have a topic, something you want to talk about, come on up. Tell me about it. We can talk about it. I'm just going to be up here chilling and going through and trying to, you know, see what's happening. Catch up on current events. These things are important. But here's the thing. I don't know. What do they want Biden to do? Like, this is unprecedented. No pun intended. Like, for real. What is he supposed to do? What's he supposed to come out and say? Let me see. Oh, yeah, it was a video I found. Let me go to my watch later. I wanted to see that. That's what I wanted to show y'all. I forgot. Let me go here. I think it was this video. Yeah.
So one of the first things you'll notice when you type in earth bag is you'll see that the one common thing that we all have in common, no matter how we're building, is that we're using soil, native soil, to...
I don't think it was this one.
You know, you don't...
Yeah, nah, that wasn't it. I got a whole list of stuff. I wonder if I added it to my playlist. Let me see.
You want to ban drag show?
Hold on, y'all. No, I don't want to loop it. Okay, so there was something, there's a house I wanted you guys to see that I found. Thought it was a really cool video about building. Let me see here. What is this? You know how you add things to your list, and then I forgot about, there was a few videos I wanted to show you. This lady who created these tiny homes, that was cool, but it's something else. Maybe it's not on this list. Let me see what's on. Hey, happy Saturday. Thank you for dropping by. You know that I appreciate any kind of love. Like, comment, share, and subscribe if it's on your mind. I'm just saying, please, if you feel so inclined, please like the button. Tell your friends about me. Come and let's hang out on this Saturday and live as we are. Let me see. Hold on. What's happening? I don't know what's going on. I missed all the whatever the drama is tonight. I don't know what it is. I hate to see that we out here with the, issues between us. You know what I'm saying? That's not great. I don't think it's awesome. Just let me be real. I wish we weren't. I wish there wasn't as much infighting as it is. Like, it doesn't make sense anymore. Let's create something. Like, what? Okay. Let me turn that off. I just want to see better for us. I mean, damn, like, am I really being that far-fetched because I want to see different for our community, that I want to see these changes? That I want to, let me see. Is this one? I don't know if this one was built with earth bag. Let me see. Oh, okay. Yeah. They built this. I wanted to show y'all this.
We'll also be going over all of the costs. So we'll be giving you a detailed cost breakdown of how much the home cost us to build, as well as all the other expenses that we have in the property. So how much we have in the land.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I just wanted to kind of get away from I hate that. I really don't want to fight and argue and argue over perspectives. And I have no desire. So let's talk about building something. Now, this person built this. This is a passive design home built in 2022, and it is off the grid. You can build your house however you want with the land. Usually that's pretty rural, myself included. I checked with the county. I have the freedom to build an earth bag home on this property. So, yeah. And if you have a topic or something you want to talk about, drop it in the chat. We can talk about it.
And all the utilities, the barn, etc. And so you'll be able to see how much it's cost us to build the entire place.
Welcome to our channel. We are Red and April Off Grid. We have been sharing our journey as we build our own off-the-grid home in the beautiful Arizona desert.
Oh,
If you
shoot. I
want to
didn't even know
more about
that.
this build, check out our playlist. I am also working on a full build video, so be sure to subscribe and give us a thumbs up to support our channel and to see our upcoming projects.
Got neighbors.
Well, our house is finally done. We're standing in the front yard looking at the front of our completed home.
I'm not a
We've
fan.
been working on this house for about 1.5 years. We built it all of ourselves from the ground up, done all the work ourselves. It's so exciting to finally have it finished. It's a passive energy design, so it doesn't require any heating and just very minimal cooling. The power on our property is from our own solar system. We're completely off grid here. We have all of our own utilities. We've been living on the property for less than 2 years, and the house took us about 1.5 years to build. Before we started on the house, we had the well drilled, built the well house, then we built the barn, which was a place to put our solar system and to park our RV under. And we lived in the RV while we were building our home. We'll start with the exterior of the home. As you can see, it's all metal. The roof and walls are all metal siding, and that's to make it low maintenance and also for fire resistance. If there was some kind of a wildfire or something were to come through, it'd be less likely to catch fire.
I need a porch. That's what I need. I can't just have just the house. I mean, the house is cool, but I need a porch. I'm just going to say I want to sit on something.
Fire. We're standing on the south side of the house, and you can see it has this large overhang, which we made decorative with the beams and the tongue and groove up underneath. All of the big windows are on this side of the house to let in the sun to heat up the house in the wintertime. But in the summer, the large overhangs provide shade for this entire side of the house to keep it cool. We're on the east side of the house now, and you can get a good look at the slope of the roof. So this is a 12-to-1 pitch, so it's a low slope roof, and that's worked out fine for us. We have a 2-foot rise from one side of the house to the other. It's a nice, simple roof, which is really nice for the...
And another thing too, is good for collecting rainwater. Like for me, I want to buy 2 cisterns and collect rainwater. Then that can turn into the gray water in my home. That means I need the sink water, bathroom water, the shower water, all of that will go into anywhere where I want to, it'll split, go to the sewage if that's the case. And then the water will go to, feed whatever plants that I have or trees that I have outside, right? So again, this is just something to see. I just want to look at a few homes, and these people built their home by themselves. It ain't gonna take me 1.5 years, I tell you that much. That's all I'm saying.
The build just really simplifies everything. You can also see that the entire pad is pretty built up on this side. It's just slightly built up on the far side, but the land naturally slopes toward us here. And so I had to build up the pad around there. So we rented a backhoe, and I did a lot of work compacting and building up this pad. And then I also made the footer extra deep on this side to make sure it goes down to virgin soil so that we have a good solid foundation. And this is the north side of the house. So it's the shady side, doesn't get much sun over here. This is the main entrance, and you can see our wooden door there. This is actually the entrance that we use most because we have a big parking area on this side of the house. So when we pull in, we park here, and this side of the house is mostly a big parking area. You can see the cooler there. That's for summertime use, just to bring air into the house, especially in those cool summer nights that we get here in Arizona. We can bring that cool air in cool down all that thermal mass, and then during the day close up the house to keep that cool layer in. You can also get a good look at our gutter. We have a gutter that collects all the rainwater off of the roof, and then it goes underground and takes that away from the house.
Okay.
So that we don't have to worry about erosion under the foundation or
Right
anything.
there.
And we could eventually
that's a good
also
idea.
collect that rainwater if we decided to. You can also see the exposed beams on this side of the house. You can see how there are two C-beams that are put together back to back to make an I-beam.
See, they did their home, like, I think those are, I believe, shipping containers in front of but they framed it with wood. And that's the only difference. Like, for real, I would use the framing. However, I still would line it with earth bags because that would give it that double security, like triple, quadruple security. So that's it. I guess stuff is popping off today, and that's okay. I'll be around, bumping through and watching some stuff. So, I'm grateful for y'all to come in and hang out. And I'll be here for a minute. So I'm gonna keep pushing with the video. Yeah, I'm enjoying this.
So you can get a good look at the internals of the house. We purposefully left the beams exposed on both sides just because we thought the beams were a cool feature of the house, and we wanted to have that architectural element of the house visible. And we really like the look of it, how it all turned out. And so that's just part of the aesthetic appeal of the house. And here's a little better look at the east side of our house. You can see the gutter where it goes underground, and then it brings the water out to this area, which is an area that we want to plant fruit trees in. So we've removed some mesquite and cleared this. We've just left the one mesquite there. We already have some fruit trees planted in this area. So this area will all be well watered by the rains the water that's collected from the roof from the monsoon rains. We also have this little shed here that's kind of where we store our propanes by it. We also use that as a...
Oh yeah, that's it. I found out, what was this? What's the word I'm looking for? The word I'm looking for is this man figured out a way how to make clean water from fog. Hold on, let me see. I know it's here. Let me see. It's like water from air. Yeah. Let me see. Here it is. It's that man. It's that man. He just did it 13 days ago. That's him. Yay. I was wondering what happened to him. Perfect.
According to the World Resources Institute's Aqueduct Water Risk Atlas, a quarter of the world's population faces an extremely high water stress each year. An additional 1 billion people are expected to be affected by the year 2050. Extremely high water stress means countries use almost all of their water. Well, retired Captain Moses A. West is founder of the Moses West Foundation. He developed technology that pulls water from the atmosphere. Moses joins me from Chicago to explain atmospheric water generation. Moses, I want to thank you so much for being with us today. You look like you got a perfect setting. We're talking about water, you in front, some water. Tell me a little bit about this creation that really has just some stunning attributes to it, because people, don't realize, if we remember back, water comes in 3 forms, right? Liquid, solid, gas. And you are taking that and you are actually creating water.
Yes.
How exactly are you doing that?
Come on.
Thank you for having me on the show to start with. And also
we can do this,
I also like walking and talking, so this is really good for me. I just finished doing a radio show. Hey, the water in its gaseous state that we have it in the atmosphere, it's the most plentiful state. Like here I am right now. Next to this waterfall in Chicago, this fountain, and Lake Michigan, the air is very humid. It's going to be 109, 110 degrees tomorrow at O'Hare and Midway airports.
Yeah.
So that's going to mean that there's a lot of water that's going to be in the atmosphere. And so what I've done is I've created a technology that allows you to pull that moisture, to condense that moisture out of the air, the same way that you take a glass in the middle of the summertime and you put that cold glass, that cold bottle of cold.
People, My people, look at what we can do. And we afraid to build a community. We don't think this will work. Look at what this man is doing. Look at what he's doing. They don't want that. They don't want that. So that's why I'm so passionate about this. Imagine networking with him. That's exactly what I'm thinking. Help this man build more of those. That's manufacturing. I know it seemed like, oh, she just tripping, just some voice on YouTube. But I am, you're right. I'm one of many. And all of us have a message, good, bad, and different. I'm passionate because I live in this world every day. And because these things bother me, I feel like, okay, I need to do something about it. Because I want to see different for it. Why is that something that causes alarm? Why is that so far-fetched? This man is utilizing what is here. We have everything we need on this earth, child. Ooh, yeah. I did come from a long line of pastors, so maybe this is what's coming up. I don't know. I don't know if it's a pastor gene or nothing, but that's it. My sister told me I should be, but that. When I say I'm into spirituality, that's the spirit of you and I connecting and doing something better on a positive level. Yeah, I'm gonna have to let me do some stuff. Let's go. Here we go. Press play, please.
Coke on the table. You've all done it, and that bottle of Coke just continues to sweat, right?
Right.
Well, that picture that you see of the machine right there pushing that water out, that machine does that using mechanical techniques that I've created over the years to efficiently pull that moisture out of the air with a lower energy consumption than is needed to pull it out of the ground. So basically,
This is
that box that you
amazing.
see in that picture, you can sit it right here, and everybody in this park in Chicago could drink from that water for the next forever.
Now, this box.
Look at that. Damn. That's awesome. Let's keep going.
That we are looking at, it's solar powered, I would imagine.
Absolutely. It's solar powered, but also what I did was the big box that you see, I put on there a generator. So it's got its own internal generator in case you don't have solar power. So basically you could take that box anywhere, you could drop it where you need it in the world, then you could turn it on and you can produce water. And we've already done that. We did it in Flint, Michigan, and we did it on the island of Vieques in Puerto Rico after Hurricane Maria. That box that you see, go on.
Yes, the box that we see.
Yeah, that box is supplied the 4th Ward in Flint, Michigan. I built 2 of those. One supplied the 4th Ward with all their drinking water. We allowed people who were homeless, who couldn't clean their houses, to move back to their homes because we could give them 100, 200, 300 gallons of water a day that they needed, and then the machine would make water again. And then on the island of Vieques, we ran it on solar power, and we produced enough water for 15,000 people to drink without the need of FEMA having to ship water into Vieques. And we did that on solar power.
And that's very important. You talked about FEMA, and when we
So this man right now, I wonder how many people told him he was crazy. I wonder how many people told him it would never work. How is it that we have detached ourselves from what's around us? The fact that we walk around and take for granted that you took a breath today. Because a lot of people didn't make it here this morning. This man here created something that would revolutionize neighborhoods across the country. Fresh water. Oh, look at that. That goes with what? Fresh fruits and vegetables. Now I'm using the water because my goal would be, let me work with this man to offer that to the communities that we build and the places that we go. Offer that, create that in an area of large homelessness. Why is being nice or caring about another human being, that's weird? What, you care? Why? I don't care. So what? I like anchovies. Everybody don't like that. A lot of people think that's nasty, right? See, I had to go and pull my hair thing out because let me tell you something. I need people to see my face. I don't think nobody believes me. Nobody believes me. Okay, let's go. Let me see. Hold on. I gotta make sure I'm looking okay. I can't be out here wilding out and not caring about how I look. Expression is necessary sometimes. Oh Lord, what do I do? Help. You ever just pick something up and then lost it? You're like, dang, where I put it? Okay, so it legitimately fails. So I don't feel crazy. All right, hold on. I haven't been on camera. I've been trying to be busy and then staying up late. I apologize if that was noisy. My bad. I'm sorry. No, I'm thinking about that. Hold on. But this man here, yep, I'm going to keep saying it. This man here has created something for us, by us. Here he is. He's still alive. It's not AI. Nobody got rid of him. He's still here. He's alive, y'all. They ain't taking his design. They didn't, do all of that stuff that we think happened. Or we worried about it. I got to have a great conversation with a young brother yesterday on shout out to Mr. Best. He was knocked out, yo. I'm telling you. Yeah, I'm telling you, son. But we were talking about land, right? I talk about land on a many different basis, right? So like I said, I don't have a problem with telling people what I'm trying to do. Because if you do it too, that means here we go. We got more. We got more people doing it, right? Ain't that how that works? Somebody told somebody about doing something, right? Like, why is it? When do we have to? I guess I look at it because I'm not facing what our ancestors faced, right? I'm not facing somebody burning something in front of my house. I'm not, worried about those things. But what I am worried about is when my brother goes out. When he goes out and I'm not there, I'm afraid because it only takes a little bit of time for something to pop off. I think about those things. But then I also think about, if I'm feeling this way, I know there's other people feeling this way. Is there something we can do about it? See, the reason why I'm so solution oriented, whereas, I know men try to make that out here on these streets gender specific, but that's not, it's not gender specific, ladies and gentlemen. These are traits that we are discussing. If you're a person that is going to work hard and do what you got to do, that's you. If you're a person that want to work smart, you're going to do what you got to do. But to think that men are the only ones that can think logically, why do we have female scientists, mathematicians? Like, who are we talking about out here? Where are these black people that's taking, oh my God, they run the whole community. But let me see. I'm about to get on camera real quick. Just trying to fix my little hair thing, but it's cool. It'll do. It'll do. Trying to make sure my lips ain't too dry. I don't want to be getting on camera looking dry. We got this. Okay. We can do it. Yeah. There we go. And y'all don't think. See, I got on something. This man right here has created something that we can build with. And I'm going to say it again. He's still alive. Ain't nobody kidnapped him. We're going to get deeper into it because I want to know how much it is. So I'm going to stop talking for a second. We're going to watch it. Okay. Let's go.
We talk about the federal government getting involved. You are really providing a huge resource, not just to places that have been struck by some type of act of nature, but when we talk about Native Americans and their inability to have access to water, there are people who have never really drunk their water from their faucets. They have lived for decades on bottled water. You are coming into places like that, and you are making water accessible. And I think it's something that people take for granted, the water that we drink all day or the half a bottles of waters that we throw away. People around the world do not have it. Talk to me about what you did in Puerto Rico, for example, that allowed the community to just do better and be.
Are you telling me we can't do this? That our people cannot create a community, a space for us to grow in, raise our children in. I know that people want to, come here and escape, on YouTube and hear something, do something. Ain't no knock. No knock here, because sometimes I just watch whatever. But I'm only speaking to the people who get what I'm saying. Because if you don't, it's okay. This man is providing clean water. I don't know if anybody's ever drunk water from a well or the tap, so to speak. We call it city punch. This man right here making something absolutely amazing. And we are debating whether or not we can build something again, to build a community. So back to the conversation. I was talking to this young man, and I think his name is, oh gosh, what they kept saying his name. Oh, I can't remember right now. I know it's horrible, but also too, I want to get online too and thank my subscribers. Yo, y'all got me up to 424. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. Those little things. I like those little things. But yeah, so let's watch this. Let's continue, please. I need to know more.
Better because of the machine that you created.
Well, in Puerto Rico, when I got to Puerto Rico, their water system was already contaminated. The water that's on the island, they have to chlorinate it truly heavily to get it to be drinkable. I met some people, just a couple stories. I met a guy who was drinking water from a pipe that ran underneath the cemetery. He was so desperate,
Wow.
He drank the water on the other side.
Gosh.
He got some kind of an intestinal problem, gastrointestinal problem. They had to cut him open just to let it fester out of his body.
Oh.
I met Taino Indians, Native Americans, that were bleeding from their eyes, their gums, swollen stomachs. And when we started to produce the water,
And that's part of our country, Puerto Rico. You know. Wow. I remember they was talking about this man. That's like, oh no, they gonna do something to him. Well, it's 2023. He's still here. He's still here. Interesting. Please feel free if you want to hit the link. I'm gonna just kind of be chilling on here, trying to get these hours.
water on the island, I had to explain to everybody that this water was already there because it was in the moisture and the humidity in the air that was around them.
Right.
And so in Puerto Rico, we set the machine up, and basically liquid, solid, and gas is the only three ways the water comes. And we produce water for the entire island after Hurricane Maria.
Oh,
so
that's
the
amazing.
people there accepted the technology, but I had to explain to them where it was coming from because nobody believed me that it was pulling out of the air.
Yeah.
Right, right. And you know, it's a concept that I think people understand. Listen, I know as a Black woman, we understand that there is moisture in the air, and we protect our hair gels. And trust me, we get that. We know that moisture. You go down to New Orleans, you have a different hair plan than you do when you're maybe up in New Jersey or Miami. But the bottom line is that you are correct. It affects, and you can pull water from the air. How much water does this machine process, let's say over a day or over an hour? How do you break down the gallons that it processes and how fast?
1,250 gallons of water a day. That's 5,000 liters.
Wow. Wow.
And as long as I'm pulling the water out of the air and people are taking it, the machine continues to fill up as you empty it. If I pull out 200 gallons of water, you sit there long enough, it'll make that 200 gallons back.
That is amazing.
When you're removing water, it's continuously refilling the machine.
Amazing.
Endless supply.
Yes, yes. Along this process, you are also eliminating food deserts. Tell me how you're doing that.
Come on, talk to me, sir.
Well, say like you're in a place like this in Chicago. Say you have this tree line over here. Okay, that tree line over there. Say if you're not producing any water here, we have all the water in the air. Well, if I pull the water out of the air using sunlight to produce the water, then that pure water is used to grow food.
Yes.
That is 100% sustainable.
Yes.
So
talk to
you're
me.
pulling the water from the air, using solar power to grow food.
Okay, you just got me on. Okay, let's go find
there,
out. What's the website? Let's go. Hold on. I can't wait. Let's see. Do we have a website? Let's see. Roland Martin. Let me see. Read water resources. Got it. Okay. The Moses West Foundation. I want to go to their website. Let's see. What is the investment? Oh wow, they put their EIN on the top. Use. Let me see. I accept. I do. Wow. Let me go in here. I accepted it. Please go away. Please go away. Oh, okay. I'll wait. Oh, is it done? Yay. I was downloading something in a bag. So. Oh, wow. Amazing. No, I don't need this. Okay, let's get a little sci-fi music in the background, I guess. Okay. Happy Saturday. Eating the ducks. It's pretty good. It's okay. It'll do. It'll do right now. Lord have mercy. What you hate when you click on? Oh, it's not going. This music sounds horrible. It's going real slow. I got too many things going on in the background. I need to hurry up and finish. That's funny to read. All right. Okay, I can close that. And okay, so now it's not going to run so. So let's see here. Please go away. Yes, go away. All right. So how does it work? Okay, so with the Moses West Foundation. Oh wow, cool. Yep. Wow. Okay, so what does it look like? What does that look like? Okay, the build a unit. Okay, let's go. How much is it? Okay. Oh wow, yeah. Our goal is simple but transformative. We aim to raise 3 million. Wow. To deploy units that will generate life-saving minimum of 40,000 liters of water every day for our communities. Every dollar brings us closer to the quenching the thirst of thousands, our community members, and ensuring the legacy of Maui remains unbroken. Okay, so they're trying to raise money for Maui. That's awesome. But let's see what else is going on. And don't feel afraid to hit the link if you so dare. But I think the streets is hot today, so I'm gonna just stay over here in my little corner. Okay, so that's medium press. No. Okay, so I want to know. Let me see. Okay, so I guess what I'm trying to find out is, because I'm being impatient. Let me just see. Hold on. They will tell me I stop being impatient. I'll read. Whew. Let me see. Captain Moses. All right, Captain Moses, you the best. I'm going to read this at another time, but I want to find out. Committed the mission, education. Okay, so through continuous advancement. Right. The Moses agriculture through the. Yes, I agree with him. Okay. Our team. So I have to do some research against it because I could only imagine that this has been copied, because I have seen it, and I want to know what that looks like. If you can, I'm all down for this. Like I would definitely work with them in any capacity I could once I was on my own. Once I got things rolling. That's awesome. Let me see here. What is it? Oh, I was going back to YouTube. Hold on. Or I'll go here. Let me see. Hold on. And so, cool water. Okay. Pull water from the air. Okay. So we do have them. So let's see. We've got a couple of companies. Okay, so 2018, there's water harvester can turn desert air into drinkable water. You see Berkeley. Okay. I'd love to see I'm about to jump around and see. I want to see what that looks like. Were they doing in 2018? Fair use, education. Hey, thank you for coming in, Big Dog Philly OG. I appreciate you. I'm still holding strong, sir. I'm still here. What? Let's go. Yeah. What's up, sir?
Big up, fam. How you doing?
Doing well, my love. What's going on with you?
Ain't too much. Let me say this. I seen a video with you going back and forth with a man, and that was very unbecoming of the man. So, as a male, I would just want to say that I'm not bringing that energy to you. And I remember last time we had a discussion, we was on different sides of the point. But, I'm never coming to argue with you, though. I just want to say that for the record.
Oh, well, that's, you know what? I appreciate it. And I know you coming from a place that you believe in what you're saying. If I felt disrespected, I have no problem with letting you know that. You feel me?
Ma'am.
And so and I appreciate you even taking the time to say that to me. Like, for real, you don't have to. But I'm glad that you came up. So what is it? Let's talk, because I want to know what your brain is doing.
Yes, man. And this will be brief, to be honest with you, because I just got in the house and there's a heat advisory down here. But it's all good. But I seen you live, so I wanted to come up and say that. But yeah, last time we spoke, I brought up, and I wanted to say this. When I speak about illegal aliens needing to be deported from the U.S., this has nothing to do with xenophobia. The reason I say that is because, like I say, I have real estate throughout Latin America. We as U.S. citizens, we cannot go to their countries illegally. So we are allowing ourselves to be exploited when we allow foreigners to come to our country illegally. And I didn't articulate that as well last time we spoke, but that essentially was my point right there.
Well, like I said, I take and respect that is your opinion. That is your perspective of what is happening in our reality. I'm not going to, that part I don't argue. That's perspective. But when we look at it on a economic level, of a social level, because there's no one walking around named economics, right? There's nobody walking around named government. These are other human beings making decisions in our lives, and we have to find peace among the chaos.
Yes, I agree.
Does that sound okay?
Yeah, definitely.
For me, the importance is, what are we doing first? And then we can deal with the political parts of it. Because we are, in one breath, people do say we're a small group. So then it should be a lot easier for us to find those who want to create something better. So where we are now, it's not that I will discount how you feel about it and the importance of it. However, I'm looking at, well, the house is burning. So what are we going to do about that first?
I'm glad you said that. And please let me interject.
Yeah.
That's why it's not even about feelings or opinions. We have to acknowledge there are foreigners in our house And my solution is we need to get our lick back by going into their houses. So you're
Why?
right.
Why do we
There,
have to
it's
get our lick back?
well, I'm glad you asked me that. Do you? And I'm not saying this because I'm trying to insult you. Well, I'll word it this way: we have to operate on the principle of reciprocity. When we were slaves, when our ancestors were enslaved, there was no reciprocity. So that has been ingrained for us to not look for reciprocity. But we are no longer slaves. My point is, since we have welcomed literally millions of foreigners into our house, we must demand that we be welcomed into their house and receive equal treatment. Just as foreigners build satellites, and this will be brief, I'll wrap it up. Just
No,
as
you good.
foreigners, just as foreigners are building satellites for themselves in the U.S., which is our house, we must build satellites for ourselves as African Americans in their houses, which is Mexico, El Salvador, Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, South Korea, Philippines, etc., 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 Dubai, Kuwait, etc. We
So
have
what
to
do
be
you?
egalitarian. I'm sorry, I'm listening. Go ahead.
No, baby. What do you want to do though?
That's literally it. My for the African
No, no.
Americans
What?
that
No. Hold on. The question I'm
yes,
asking, so we can spec. I want to get
yeah, I'm
into
trying to
the
be specific.
specifics.
Yeah, I've already done what I wanted to do, which is buy real estate in foreign nations. My advice to the African Americans.
So wait.
All right.
So you're saying that you have an issue with foreigners coming into our country illegally, yet
Yes.
you are investing in foreign communities.
Legally, I came to these countries legally. Keyword:
Okay.
I came here legally.
But again, every nuance, this is
Yes.
why I'm saying, yes, as human beings, we all have, I'm gonna take this down real quick. As human beings, we all have that universal setup, right?
Yes.
We have a universal conversation of we need food, water. It's
Yes.
necessary for us to understand the elements if we're gonna live outside.
Mhm.
I was just showing the brother who one of the many people, but a brother who has created something that where he is using what is all around us to create something better. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
I'm trying to understand. I get that this is important to you, but where we differ, where our roads break off, is I feel that that's an issue that our federal government needs to handle. That is not a black people problem.
Well, can I interject? How
Sure you
and with all
can.
due respect, I apologize. And it'll be
No,
brief.
you're good.
How is illegal immigration not a? And I don't even use the term black. I say African American. How is
Hey,
illegal
Bougie.
immigration? How is
Go ahead.
illegal immigration? How is illegal immigration not an African American problem when the illegal aliens are literally encroaching in African American communities and eating off African American taxes?
So are refugees of Somalia.
Exactly, and we cannot go to Somalia
But
illegally. Correct?
hold on. But who wants to go to Somalia, bag?
You're proving my point. Well, actually, I've been to Somalia and Djibouti over there. These are beautiful
I
places.
want to go to
We just don't know.
Kenya. Hold on. I want to
Exactly.
go
So
to
we can't say.
Kenya. I
You
want to
just
go to
said it. So
Ghana. But can we
exactly.
take care? Hold on. This is what I'm saying. Can we take care of our front yard first? Like I said, the house
No,
is
I agree.
burning. So I'm not worried about
So we can't multitask.
what are they taking from us? Because if
Your
we don't
taxes, number
build
one.
anything, hold on, baby. If we don't build anything to protect us, then what are we protecting? What are we
Let me answer
preparing
that.
for?
Yeah, let me answer that. I'll tell you what they're taking.
By dealing with
all right.
immigration over building community and setting up safety measures for our
And
people to get through.
all right, where will we physically, and I'm asking tangibly, will physical African American communities exist if we continue to allow millions of other races to influx into the majority African American communities that we have?
So who is taking over the African American communities that are either refugees or immigrants, or they've gotten here legally, or they've they on a student visa? You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I can answer that question. No, I can answer that question, but can you answer my question first? I'm asking physically, where will African American communities physically exist if we continuously allow other races to encroach in African American communities, gentrifying us?
We don't own those communities anyway, sir.
You just said it. You literally, and I agree with you. So that's my point.
No, but hold
so
on.
How
what
will
I'm
we
saying
ever?
to you, no.
All
Well,
right.
your question was, I just want to say this. So your question is physically,
Yes.
right? When are we going to see black neighborhoods, or where
that's
do
not my
black people
question.
go? Okay, I wanted to make sure. So I'm
my
answering you
question
by
is,
saying we don't own these communities anyway.
No, you didn't answer my question. My question is the majority, the communities where we're already the majority. I'll give you an example. There's 22 majority African American districts. That number is decreasing because we allow an influx of legal and illegal immigrants of various different races. My question is, physically and tangibly, location, where will the majority African American communities be if we continue to allow millions of other races to influx?
But that's been going on. That's what I'm saying.
That's my point. So why aren't we practicing self-preservation? Hold on. So I'm asking, and you said it. It's been going on, and our communities have been being gentrified, which is why the number of majority black congressional districts is decreasing.
Though, baby, they're gentrified because we don't own it.
You just said it. So I'm asking how. Hold on. That's the part you're missing. I'm asking how will we ever own it if we continue to allow millions of other races? The question is, how will we ever own the communities where we are the majority if we continuously allow millions of other races to influx into these same communities, buying up the real estate and taking the rental properties over?
You buying up real estate in somebody else's country yourself.
I had to go get my leg back. Now you understand my point, right? They're buying
real estate in our community. I guess. Hold on, babe.
They're buying real estate in our community. My point is this, and it'll be brief. They're buying real estate
you need to stop saying that. It's okay.
It'll be less than 5 seconds. They're buying real estate in our community, just as you acknowledge there are foreigners buying real estate in our community. Why don't you realize that we as African Americans, we need to buy real estate in their countries?
Why can't we just buy real estate here?
We could do both, though.
But why can't we start here in our yard? Why are we in somebody else's yard first?
I'm saying we can multitask. We have other people in our yard right now.
Of course, but we still need a starting point. Yes. Right?
We already started. The war has...
Where?
Yes. It started before we was born, sis.
So, okay.
Really. Matter of fact, we had more before we was born.
Let me tell you something. When I started buying land, okay, and trying to understand how it would benefit me and my family, okay, us worrying about that is like me. How should I put this? No, I don't really have a way to put it. It's not our problem. Our problem is education. Our problems are healthcare. Our problems
those are
affordable
other problems.
housing.
We have more than
no. Listen,
problem.
I can't. Hold on, baby. I can't focus on illegal immigration if I'm trying to keep my refrigerator full. Do you see what I'm saying? We cannot blame
but you never answered my question. But did you understand?
I did.
I promise you I'm not arguing with you. My question is, with all due respect,
I don't think
physically, where would they exist?
Baby. Hold on. Let's just take a deep breath.
Yeah.
Let me let you know how I do things. Yeah. Relax, sir. You are not under attack. We're just having a conversation. Okay. All right, let's go. Now, what you say to me?
Physically, and I have to stand on this point, and I got to be honest. It was my father that articulated this in my brain, and it was a masterful way to articulate it. Physically, where will the African American communities physically exist? Where is the location that they will exist if we continuously allow millions of foreigners to influx and outnumber us?
Okay. We could migrate. The majority of Black people live on from the northeast coast all the way down to the south, it all the way over to Texas, right? So that's where the majority of Black people are. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So now we've got all this other land on northwest, southwest that's available, right? So I was having a conversation with another young man yesterday, and I told him that my end goal my 5-year plan is that I can acquire, or at least I am paying on 3,000 acres of land. That will create a small city. A small city then has to be redistricted. Then once they're redistricted, we're going to get a new representative. Now we have political power, economic power, and social power.
Yes, I agree with that. Matt made one rebuttal. My rebuttal is
Sure,
that same area that you're speaking about buying. That area that you're speaking about buying land in, that same area is being flooded by illegal aliens as well. There's no part of the U.S. that's not being flooded.
No, I
So we have to acknowledge.
I drove through. There's
right,
nobody up there, babe. There's
right,
nobody
well,
up there, and nobody's living on that land. It's there's nobody up there. The last time anybody has been on these pieces of property is when where I'm, purchasing mine is in it, where the UT from southern Colorado, northern Mexico, and northern Arizona. That's the last time anybody lived on these lands.
So you're just speaking about acquiring private property, and I'm not disputing that. But when you speak about municipalities, cities, there's no way that you could stop illegal aliens from influxing. Literally, like
okay,
even
so
let's say we establish.
So why don't we triage them? Hold on, babe. Why don't we come up with a way to triage them and find out why? But see, here's the thing: they're not coming from Mexico into our country. They're coming from places like Honduras. They're coming up from, you know what I'm saying? They're coming up from Southern America, because we all remember we're a continent. You understand? We all share this space.
Yes.
They're coming up here now. Here's my question to you. How is it that we want to be enemies and friends at the same time? We do.
I'm not saying that they're our friends. They're not our friends.
I don't mean it like that. It's kind of like in the military.
Right.
I'm using it in that term. Like in the military, when they say friendly fire, that's usually not good.
Exactly.
Okay.
And that's the point I'm making. You just said it. Well, I apologize, but please allow me to say this. If we went to their country illegally, they would not turn the other way and say we don't see them.
That's
really. Matter of fact, exactly.
Babe,
well, not in the U.S., but not in the U.S. though. We turn the other way and pretend we don't see them.
That's not true. We illegally.
Well, we at least say that they are not a problem. Like you said on the panel, that's not our problem. If you went to illegal,
it's not our problem right now because it's a political issue.
So you just said that. But can I ask you this? If you went to Honduras illegally, would they say that's not their problem, or would they report you to immigration?
I don't know, because I wouldn't go.
Exactly. You literally just said it. So where's the reciprocity? You let foreigners come to your country illegally, and you wouldn't even go to their country illegally. You wouldn't even try it.
But that's a personal choice.
The masses of us will not go to their.
But hold on, I'm watching people with their children on their back walking through the river. Yes. Something's not right.
Exactly.
See, if it was right, let's deal. Hold on, baby. Let's deal with that part. Why are these countries not taking care of their people? And
that's not our problem. Hold on, but that's not our problem. That's not a black problem.
Hold on.
Is that our problem? I'm asking. Is that our problem?
You asked me about what's going on here in the U.S. I'm asking rhetorically that there has to be a major issue in someone's life. This is what I'm talking about. If we're going to have these conversations, let's look at all sides. Let's look at the person who is risking their lives to come here. Obviously, there is something of importance to come here, because all of them are not all criminals. I'm not going to do that.
I didn't say that there was when they come here illegally, they are criminals.
Not you. Not you. I'm talking about.
But all illegal aliens are criminals, because illegal immigration is a crime. So technically, they are all criminals.
Wearing your seatbelt is illegal, but people do it.
And if you went to that country illegally, you would not receive sanctuary. But can I please at least ask this? Can I please ask this? I really don't understand why we as African Americans, why do we have so much sympathy for people that do not have sympathy for us? They don't care why you can't. I'm trying to answer that.
They don't have sympathy.
I'm trying to respond.
You know that?
I got two. I'm trying to tell you, I got two houses in Mexico, literally. Let me tell you, if you come to Mexico illegally, and I'm not putting it on you, I put it on myself. If I came to Mexico illegally,
what's up, Tyrone?
Except for the U.S. Except for the U.S.
That's not true. Why do you? Well, this is why you're having. Listen,
it's sanctuary cities in the U.S.
but there's sanctuary places all over the country, love.
All over the U.S.,
over
right?
the world.
Exactly. Now, and I'm trying to tell you, if you come to Mexico illegally, it's no sanctuary city for you.
Though.
But that's my point. I didn't say just Mexicans. If you come to Latin America, illegally, there's no sanctuary city for you.
We're connected to these people.
All right, if we're connected,
we get our fruits and vegetables. Hold on.
That means they took jobs from took jobs from African Americans, miss. They took jobs from African Americans. My question is, if we are connected, you just named the fruit picking. Who was doing it before they got here? That's checkmate, miss.
Who wants the fruit?
It was us doing it.
Black people.
So now
what black people?
hold
on, stop. What black people?
My God.
Now 2023 are you gonna find to go with you to go pick some fruit in the sun?
Ex-inmates, checkmate.
No, it's not a checkmate.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Baby. We're not playing check.
And can I go back to what you said? You said we're connected. You said we're connected to these people.
Yeah, we are.
If we are. So my question is, if we are connected to these people, why can't we go to their country and receive sanctuary like they receive in our country?
They do have sanctuary in their country.
But not for U.S. citizens. Miss, do you realize U.S. citizens don't qualify? No, what you're saying is wrong. U.S. citizens do not qualify for the asylum laws in Mexico.
I'm trying to answer your question. Every country in the world.
But that's my point. I'm trying to answer your question. U.S. citizens do not qualify for sanctuary laws or asylum laws in foreign nations. If you don't believe me, you can type it into your search engine.
But nobody is talking about leaving. Why can't we?
Exactly. You just said it. You just said it, miss. You literally just said it.
On what are you going to do with your land in Mexico?
I'm glad you asked me that. I mean, let's move forward to that. Just as Latinos, let me answer that. Just as Latinos are building Latino communities in the U.S., we as African Americans, we must build African American communities in Latin America. So what kind of opportunities That's what I'm doing.
Okay, so you doing that.
Yes.
So then how are they going to pay you? How do you make money in this situation?
And I'm glad you asked that. I don't do it for the money. I got, of my 2 houses in Mexico right now, I actually got my family members living in it rent free.
Okay. Literally. So you've already done your work. Why? What do you want?
But the work continues. Yeah, the work continues.
It's
not just me as an individual. It's not just.
I got you. Right. You're trying to explain this so you can recruit other people or inspire other people to do this. So I'm asking you. Okay. Yes. So you say to me, I got real estate in Mexico. I'm trying to get my lick back.
Yes.
Let's build here.
Yes.
That's your private property.
Well, I already got my lick back. I got my lick back. My question is,
so I don't.
Do y'all want
y'all get
lick back though?
You don't? I don't. I want to do it. I want to put.
We don't even have to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's no. You're not demanding reciprocity, right?
No,
my
because
bad. My signal might have been out. Was that yours?
No, that's okay. I don't need to. I'm not looking for that right now. Reciprocity comes from.
You're not looking.
The entity I put myself in. Reciprocity comes from me.
Can I ask? So can I ask, what's the cumulative effect of this? And this will be my last question, and then I'm gonna drop down. I promise. What is the cumulative effect of us as 12% of the U.S. population allowing millions?
Sir.
All right, as 14% of the population, Latinos are 20 right now. What is the cumulative effect of us as 14% of the population allowing millions of other races to outnumber us in our own country? Does this lead to more or less Black communities, Black American communities?
We don't have any Black American communities, sir.
So would this lead to less or more? Then we already ain't got none. Would this lead to more or less?
I don't know.
With other races.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a simple question. All right.
No, it's not, because here's the thing: they're not coming to the hood in different parts of the world where Black people are living and trying to take us out. They're not coming to our neighborhood. Stop. They are not coming to our neighborhoods and burning our homes down and telling us to get out of here.
I can give you an example.
All of that.
I can give you examples.
Okay, so you could give.
All right, I'm glad you. I'm so glad you asked me. Anyone looking? Anyone listening? All you gotta do is. All right, I was trying to answer the question, but go ahead.
Listen, Monty, listen, babe. Well, there is no way we're gonna see eye to eye on this, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Clearly,
because again, you're worried about something I'm not concerned with, and I don't understand why you're concerned with it when we have so many other things that are going on in our country. That if we
have to multitask.
Our own people, stop listening. We have to, and we can, but let's multitask in our community. There's enough going on that we
within
can
our
take care of
communities,
that
we're being flooded by
first.
illegal aliens. That's why I brought it up, because in our
Okay,
communities, we're being
well,
flooded by illegal aliens in our
I have to
community.
disagree with you, honey.
Well,
All the
this is
way,
my final statement.
100%.
We have
Hmm.
to play offense and defense, not just defense.
But
But
not
you
when
enjoy your day. Much love to you.
not
All
in
right.
somebody other, not somebody else's backyard, babe. That's all I'm saying.
But
But
somebody
you
else
have
is
a
in your
blessed
backyard.
day.
But someone else in
Hey,
your
I didn't.
backyard, right?
This ain't my
Checkmate.
house. But this ain't my house,
Wow.
sir.
Your ancestors
You
built
feel
it.
me?
How's it not yours? Your
My
ancestors built
ancestors
the
didn't
house. How's
build
it not
this.
yours?
This is the land developers who bought the land or took the land from our ancestors, built
Oh,
apartments and houses and all that stuff on top of it. Not us.
so you're not a descendant. So you're not a descendant of United States slaves?
That's not what I said, sir.
All right, sis. So your ancestors literally built the nation of the U.S. My
But
question
now
is,
I'm
why do you
worried
say it's
about
not your house?
now. I'm
Exactly.
worried
Right
about it
now, it's your
now.
house, right? That's my point. Right now, it's your
I'm
house. Why you
living
say it's
in
not?
it because I did
It's
what
your,
I was supposed
exactly.
to do
You just
legally.
said it. You live in your house, so why you not
Mm-hmm.
protecting your territory? Checkmate. Why you not protecting your
Oh,
territory from invaders?
protecting it with what? There's
From
nobody
invaders.
out here invading.
All right. Well, you're
What, like
delusional, but I
zombies?
got love for you. All right. Well, you know I love you. I have to say that, and I hope you enjoy your day. All right. Stay blessed.
I will. You too. Bye bye.
Thank you. Peace.
Peace. What just happened? What is this? Oh, that child just needs somebody to talk. What up? It's Flora. Let's go. That is my girl. I like her a lot. Miss Flora, I'm honored.
Oh, hey. No,
Oh,
I'm
hey.
honored.
Yeah.
Somebody
Girl.
not talking about shenanigans. I'm here for it.
I see the block is hot today.
Very.
Because I follow some of the players and I was like, oh boy, come on, y'all. Come on. Let's do something else today. Please.
Was Afro was Afro Diaspora just terrorizing you? Who's he doing?
Is that
here?
multi-generation?
Yeah, he has a couple of identities.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say, like old people say, bless his heart. Let him believe what he want to believe, child.
Right.
I can't do shit about that.
Right. Oh Lord.
Because it's like, baby, I don't care nothing about what you talking about.
Mm-hmm.
That is not in my wheelhouse. Okay. Listen, I'm up here talking about a man. Check this out. I'm talking about a man pulling clean water from the atmosphere. And he came up here asking me about
hold on,
immigration.
sorry.
No, you're good, babe. Girl, you and me both. I need somebody. I'm gonna eat a cookie. I need something sweet. He made me tired. I don't know what he want to do, but it's fun. Sometimes you just need to let people do what they do. So how your day going, love? Miss Flora, you still with me? She was like, bye, I'll be back. Well, you know what, babe, listen. Like I told you before, I'm not gonna argue perspective. That's your life. That's your life through your eyes, your experience, touch, taste, smell, feel. That's not mine. What I have seen in this country, blessings, Von Eric. What I have seen in this country is that,
sorry, I had to go all the way over there. I heard you talking to me. My bad. I'm still here.
No, you are so okay. I was just talking to Mr. Mulatto over here. But I don't, that's not in my wheelhouse, babe. Like, that's something that we are walking into. Immigration has been here since it's been here. The people who started the whole setup was immigrants themselves. I don't know what you want us to do. What's the plan?
And he left the U.S., but he's in Puerto Rico.
Yeah. He bought land there. He got his family living there, which I think is fantastic.
Right. Even though that's a U.S. territory.
Right. I'm not saying nothing. But it's like I'm gonna tell you something. I've been on one for this week. It's just been wow.
I heard you giving people some smoke this week. I was like, okay,
yes.
chocolate.
Oh yes. I am done.
I was cracking up.
Yes, because it was no shade, no hate. But I am tired of the bullshit. I ain't gonna lie about that. You ain't got no facts, no information. Y'all up here saying some things that what if that was your mother? What if that was your sister? And then you got people up there talking about if it was my friend, my sister, my daughter, I'm gonna be right there. How? You Superman? You about to show up out the blue? You got magic going on with yourself? Stop it. Your old ass gonna be asleep. You ain't gonna be nowhere. Sit down, security.
As if someone's gonna have, even if you're married and you're surrounded by men in your family, as if you're gonna have a man walking with you at all times. Like,
right? Are we on celebrity status now? I'll give me a bodyguard if that's what I gotta do. He gotta be cute though.
Right.
He gotta be cute. You can't. You can't be body. You can't be my bodyguard and you looking. I need to look at you. So I'm just playing. That's horrible. So what you doing this Saturday? What's up with the young ladies? You know, because I'm an old lady, so I don't know what's popping off.
Oh, I'm old in spirit too. I'm just
you are. I know. You just like me. I was the same way. I would be so happy to be home, be in the bed, got a whole living room full of furniture. I don't care.
There's no reason to leave.
Right, like unless people coming over, I don't care.
It's looking ghettoer than ever out there.
Hello. And I just, but I have been, yes. I was giving smoke all week. Mm-hmm. And I know I don't do that, but I needed to. Because I'm like, you don't know. Let me introduce you.
You do it so like classy and like calm.
Oh, thanks.
I could never be that restrained. I'm like, fuck these bandits. Like, excuse my French.
I'll be laughing at y'all. I love it. I just be like, y'all, wow. What's crazy to me is these men, this is like I said, it's in this space, I feel like I like you, I'm gonna hit you, you a girl. Ooh, you got cooties.
Right.
We're dealing with a lot of men who are stuck in a particular age group mentally. Mm-hmm. Because usually when major trauma happens, sometimes you can get stuck right there in that age if you don't take care of it. That's why these men out here be acting like they straight kids and you 55. You've been here for 55 years and you still don't know nothing. But you can get online and talk shit about women. Because you ain't got one.
Right.
But then you don't like nobody. You don't even like yourself. So how somebody come in supposed to like you?
That's the key right there. You don't even
smelling
like yourself.
Like a whole foot. You ain't washed your ass in days. But you could get your hot, stank, no brushing of the teeth mouth on your microphone and talk about scrags, and I think I said that wrong. Is that it's scrags? Is that it?
Right. Scrags, whatever they call it.
I would call them scrags. Ooh, I'm old, honey. But I've been old all my life. But, and I don't even think it's just old. I think what it is that you have to come to a conclusion. Listen, Jackie, I'm out here working, babe. I told you, I said I'm trying to be as consistent. My bad, excuse me. I'm trying to be as consistent, but sometimes I have to just be spontaneous because life right now is kind of crazy. Mm-hmm. So I'm taking advantage of the time before I'm just ready to build. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I'm so ready to get on my piece of property and pick up a hammer and throw it at something. Because if not, I'm gonna end up catching a case. I can't be out here in the public no more. These people crazy. They wilding out. But out here in these YouTube streets, girl, I can't. I don't know what's happening. You laughing, you kikiing, you got so much to say. Like last night, I had a conversation, and I don't understand how men have so much to say about what a woman does with her body. Y'all want to control everything. You want us to have a low body count. You want to tell me when to have your babies. You're going to force me. You now can go to jail for first degree if you go to a clinic. What is Mississippi, baby? You can be arrested. And this is why I'm saying, like, don't get me wrong. Have your fun. Don't get me wrong. Enjoy, joke, have a good time. But that's not what's happening out here. It is a lot of disdain and disgust and a lot of fakeness. We can't be friends after you done talked about me like a dog. I don't know what school that came from. We don't do that.
Exactly. That's exactly how I feel about that. It's
don't
crazy.
Talk to me no more. We ain't got nothing to say. You're not. No. Why would I? Content, really? We can't come up with nothing else. There ain't nothing else exciting going on.
Can I be a little conspiracy? Do you think they're plants?
Oh yeah, let's go. Come on. I love conspiracy. Let's go.
Do you think these people are like plants, like agents that are supposed to be just disruptive to the space or just disruptive in general?
I think that's a natural thing. I think there's people that just naturally love to do that. And yes, okay. I also think they're plants. Oh yeah, I think there's people that like to set shit off and get paid for it. Yeah. Oh, I agree with that. All the time. If you got enough money, I can set it up however I want to, right? Let's take, for instance, you know who Warren Buffett is. Are you familiar with him?
Yes.
Okay. One of the richest men in the world, right? In the value of knowing these particular things and the value of what we deem as important. Money is important. Power is important. Power, is it tangible? Yes and no. Because if I can get in your mind and make you think I'm powerful, I'm good. I don't have to do nothing else. I can get you to do what I want now because you're looking at me. I've convinced you that I am the only thing that's going to get you where you need to go. i.e. pastors, college professors, teachers, lawyers, doctors, all of those things. We give value to titles. And hierarchy is in anything. Ants have hierarchy. And then you got these black men out here going, I don't need a leader. I do it all by myself. My mind think on its own. I'm a thinker.
Not thinker.
I'm a thinker. I think my own thoughts when I think them, and nobody can tell me different. Say what? So anyway, back to this conversation. So I said, oh God, let me see how many. Let me go back because I gotta, it ties into this conversation. So I'm talking to this young man and we're talking about land, right? And I tell him my end goal. So I have a 5-year plan if I'm allowed to wake up every day and get this done.
Okay.
The 5-year plan ends with me having one of the first fully black communities built in the West Coast.
Oh, wow.
That's my end goal. And you know what he said, which was so To me, it was cute. He was like, you know, they're going to tear it down.
Oh my goodness gracious.
You know,
it's that defeated mindset that's so tiring.
No, you know what it is? It's not even that. It's the genetics of slavery.
You think slavery transformed into a gene, like a genetic
trauma?
marker?
I think it's trauma. Like, for instance, if your mama or daddy, let's say, for instance, your mom or dad, hit or miss, they like pickles. One likes pickles, the other one doesn't. It's a hit or miss that you made. More likely you'll like them if your mama like them.
But gene is such a concrete thing. If that were true, is there science behind it?
Yeah.
Okay.
The study
so why do some people have it and some people don't then?
Right, that's it. Because what scientists have figured it out in this sense, the theory is, it's just like anything else. So you get all your information from, hold on real quick, I gotta charge my computer so I can still talk and move, but I don't want to sound rustly. You know what I mean? Like I'm fighting the thing. Hold on. Okay, PC like, come on, girl. Get it. Get on it. Oh, thank you for showing your beautiful face. Girl, come on. Now you're going to put on a little lip stout.
No, it's a conversation. You know, I may as well be a person.
Yes. And that's the thing. If we feel like we can't be a part of a real conversation, there's nothing that's going to get done. But back to the part of this. His questions were like I get all the time. Well, how you going to secure it? How are neighborhoods secured, sir? They usually use what? A gate? What, the militia? You telling me I need the militia before I can build anything?
Yeah.
I mean, and where's the militia at? Because I'm like this, okay, you telling me, because I'm gonna talk about him real quick. You know who Ruthless is, right?
Yes.
With his clip art lion behind him. Yup, I'm petty today. So anyway, we were talking and we was like, you know, here's my plan for community. So I said, okay, cool. I'm happy to share my plan as well. So we start talking. And his sound like, what's the game that everybody be playing? Some Roblox type. Not Roblox, but what is that? Shit. I can't think. No, it's kind of like the way he described it. Yeah, Warcraft. Thank you. That's my sister, love. She know my brain. So we gonna get a special militia. We're gonna go out in these cornfields and we're gonna build something.
Not cornfield.
Yeah.
Oh,
I want to know. I want to know if, where are we going? Oh, well, women, this was my part. Women can't do it. They can't work. They can't build. We got to stay behind with the children and wait for them and be supportive. Cook, clean, while they building. So I said, what if you're not married? What if you don't have kids? Oh, you still got to wait with the women over there. Why are we doing this? What's that goal? What are we separating ourselves for?
I feel like for them, it's always about control. Like, it's not really about the end goal. Like kind of what you were saying earlier. It's about like needing to feel powerful. And it's like they're trying to get it from the wrong place. Like, you oppressing your women is not going to give you power at all.
Yes. You
know,
will
you're just gonna be
never, right. You will never get on that ladder that you're trying to get on. You didn't get here first. Y'all wasn't strong enough and willing to take it back. You took the word of men that showed you they was lying, but you chose the trinkets over your people. And now you want this community of women to get behind you and go, this my man, I'm gonna stand beside.
The funny thing is they're expecting that, but Black women especially, have been right there the entire time. Like there was never a point where we could just, be the women's, right? We could never be that. So I don't understand the urgency, first of all, to try that.
The urgency is us. We're the problem. We're the urgency. We're the emergency right now. Yes, ladies. It's you. Why? Because we doing too much. And men feel left out and left behind. Even though they don't want to acknowledge the fact as to why we're here. You want to talk about history, but then you don't want to talk about the history that matters, which is we're looking at 3 generations, okay, that really went through rough times since the Depression in this country. Okay, none of us was alive. Our parents weren't even alive. Our grandparents or great-grandparents were, but we wasn't there, right? But for those of us who remember, the 80s was rough for Black people. The 70s was rough for Black people. The 60s was rough for Black people. The 50s, on and on in this country. It was never the case where, how do I put it? Where we were ever in a position to gain power back in any way. Because how can you gain power when you're in a foreign place that you're not aware of? You don't know your language anymore. They've separated you. They've taken all these things. That wasn't that long ago. And actually now you got more people in slavery than you've ever had in the world. And that comes from the UN, unfortunately. So
I'm just wondering though, when you say that, because sorry, I'm a little delayed.
No,
to that
please.
But I'm just wondering, like, how far back are we reaching to say that we don't have power? You know what I mean? Like, we're in modern day America. I could literally do whatever I want, like literally.
And you
so
are
I'm just
correct.
trying to understand how a woman and women, and that's probably why we can't connect with these type men, right? Because we are doing all these things and nobody's stopping us.
Right. There's no perspective that we have allowed ourselves as Black women to open our perspectives, right? Because for a few generations, it was all about getting married, having a man, going to church, Sunday dinners, that facade, having, babies and baby shower. Oh Lord, it's so good, right? It's not enough to sustain though, because those are all, besides childbirth, but those are all aesthetic living conditions. However, we haven't built those conditions for ourselves. It's like saying sitting in your femininity. You want me to sit in my femininity, yet you have nothing for me to sit on.
Yeah.
Tangibly or not. Where's the foundation to this amazing kingship that you've acquired? And now the women of Zamunda must bow down. You can unmute, girl. I don't care. You can laugh, because I'm gonna tell you.
I know there was like a delay, but like, are we serious? Like, serious? I'm looking around, ain't shit around here, but somehow all of us are having an issue.
Well, just like
submitting.
Mulatto told me, the zombies is outside the door, and I am not paying attention. Miguel Myers is outside the door trying to take my job. What, sir? We have a criminal case, 4 criminal cases against one of our sitting elected presidents. The world is watching. But yet and still, you could tell me that we can't build no community? We're human beings. Who's stopping you?
Mind you, you're talking about building a whole community.
Mm-hmm.
Like you as like you, and you have a community full of men who are like, we can't do anything.
Oh, honey, yeah. A year and a half of it. What you masculine? You trying to be too strong?
Be a man. I can't be a man. Like what?
So you telling me the minute I put on a tool belt and put my hat on in my outfit that I'm gonna get a package? My boobs is gonna go back up in my chest, like I'm gonna get a mustache.
Girl,
that would be funny though, if that was the case.
Listen, if that was all that made a man, then
there you go. There you go. Hold on, we're gonna look at the rest of this video, child, because I was looking at this man. This technology is available and we can build it. So hold on for a second. Bear with me just a second, because I need to. Okay, here we go. So let me share the screen because I done something wrong, girl. Oh, okay, here we go. Oh, we got another. Hey, Von Eric, I'm sorry. I wasn't looking at the thing. Welcome, sir. I'm so honored.
Oh, y'all trying to deny men, huh? That's why you had me.
Oh my God.
Your mankind is not allowed in the ladies' clubhouse. No, I'm just playing.
How y'all beautiful queens doing today?
Oh, we all right. We all right.
Thank God.
Go ahead. I don't know. Flora has to answer that question for you.
Oh, stop it. I came up here because you're the beauty of the brains. I'm just here.
No,
y'all funny all day.
Both of y'all speaking some wisdom, but y'all got to stop generalizing men now. It's not all men.
Not.
It's just,
Von Eric.
But y'all know it's not all men. You know it's not all men. So why do we need to tell you every 5 seconds to reassure you? Like it's not all men.
Because some of us may get a little offended when you just say men. You have to say some men. Sometimes you just have to be particular.
I can get that. Right. I can get if it is, and I appreciate and respect the fact that you'll even say it.
Because
some chocolate just run.
Queen chocolate is nicer than me.
Because some of us men, right? Some of us
I'm
men.
here. Go ahead. I'm here. Go on. You got
some of us men do express ways that women may think, oh, you that type of man, but we're not. We just made that an expression, and you're receiving the interpretation as we those men that y'all was talking about, and we're not.
Yeah, but if we're having a conversation about bad men and you're a good man, then you should know the conversation is not about you, right? That just like when men are talking about women with bad characteristics or 304s or whatever you guys want to call it for the week, I know I'm not that. So I can listen to the conversation and be like, okay, I'm not a 304. Versus where you guys, but hold on, where you guys will have conversations and you specifically say all. Not necessarily you, but I'm saying men, especially in the YouTube sphere, have conversations and you say all, and we're supposed to interpret that as not all, versus we're expected to speak in a way where we're not, saying, oh, well, we're making disclosures pretty much and saying, well, it's not all men. You should know it's not you if you're not that.
But I do, when you say bad men, what do you mean?
So I think generally most people know what a bad man is, right? One who doesn't stand on anything, someone who doesn't take care of his responsibilities, right? Maybe he's married or he has children and he doesn't take care of his family or his kids. Or maybe he's just a criminal, right? Because we know it's all scales. A bad man isn't just something that's one concrete thing. It's going to be on a spectrum. So.
Yeah, but if I'm a criminal, a criminal would be. You said a criminal is a bad person, because if you talk to a mafia or anyone that's in the game, well, they go to church. Going
to church is not a marker of.
No. I'm not saying
a marker of morality. So.
No. I'm saying it is one element.
But I think Chocolate's trying to show a video
that people look at as
I wasn't trying to bring gender politics here.
No. Listen. Hold on, Von Eric. Give me just a second. I want to just give everybody a shout out. Thank you. I just had to step away. I had to take care of something. But I also wanted to introduce Prince Hakeem. I appreciate him coming up as well. I love the conversation. We're gonna have it. I'm not in a rush, so we can do what we do. Von Eric, go ahead. Huh?
I said it's Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday. Time to play. But
right.
I'm saying when you just said when you describe bad men,
yes,
good men has bad in them. So I might not. If I don't pay a bill, that's irresponsible. If I don't pay a bill twice or 3 times, I have just expressed irresponsibility. Good men has bad.
Right.
Good men has bad in them.
So you ain't
now. So that's why I asked you the question. When you say bad men, what do you mean? What is considered?
I'm happy to explain.
Bad man?
So when I'm talking about bad men, I'm talking about that behavior. I'm talking about the men who feel that they have the right to control me because I'm a woman, period, point blank. No other context than that. I am weaker than you. I am feeble-minded. I am not able to take care of myself. I need someone to protect me, to provide for me. And also, I need to breed your children, make you sandwiches, make you feel good as a man, and not complain about these particular things, and keep my emotions in check so that I'm your peace. That is what bad men have been spouting into our men, because that's not our natural way. If we want to really talk about how people of color, of melanin act in a community, it's a matriarchy, it is a patriarchy, and it is a village. We had all of it encompassing, all of this separation of this and that, separating from your children, separating from your mates, keeping secrets, following these steps. It's all delusion, when it should just be a natural thing of you and I building something, creating something, and being part of a community. I can look out for Flora and her children if that's the case. If Von Eric say, listen, my wife is sick, will somebody come and sit with her? I need to go through. We can do that for you. If Prince Hakeem see that, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No,
go ahead.
Go through that list that you said that was a bad man. Go to that list. Go through that list again.
The propaganda that men have been fed.
No. You said you went through a list that described a bad man. Can you go through that list one more time?
Sure. Men who feel it necessary to control every aspect of a woman's life. Those are bad men. Now, yes, I agree with you, Von Eric. We have a lot of different things in us. We have disgust, disappointment, we have anger, we have anxiousness, we have so many different parts of us. As a human being, we are a prism. That's why we're still discovering things. We haven't figured this all out. We don't really know why we're here. We actually take for granted the fact that our whole bodies are machines. You wake up every day. If you have sleep issues, it'll affect your sleep if your brain is on something else, right? If you're thinking too hard, it'll keep you from resting. If you gain too much information, some people can't process. So we are the exact things that we continue to replicate. Having a computer is just like having a human to tell you and help you do the things that you do. AI couldn't.
I see what you said, but
go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
But what you just described is some women that wants that what you just described as a bad man. So that means that is
no. Hold on, Von Eric.
Yes, it does. Yes.
No, it's not.
Women,
that's not.
Wait a minute. It's women. What you just described. It is women out here that wants that type of man.
Oh, so okay. Can you specifically say what parts of what she said you're saying that?
What she said,
I don't get it.
A woman. What she said, a man that wants to be in charge of the woman's every aspects of her life.
Yeah.
It's women out here, right? It's women out here that wants that type of man.
Okay, but I'm not stopping them.
So that means that goes down to the
those men don't even want those type of women.
Hold on.
But you don't wait a minute. You don't know all. You don't wait a minute. You don't know all men. So you can't.
No, I'm not saying that.
You can't say that. See, that's what I'm saying. You made a general statement. You said, "Man, you don't know all men because it's men out here that wants that type of woman."
Listen, Von Eric,
Mm-hmm.
if you heard what I said, babe,
Mm-hmm.
I said a woman that wants to be a housewife. Okay, because what we talking about two different things. You're talking about a traditional lifestyle, what was presented as traditional, which was a husband, wife, some kids, a house, she's at home nurturing all of that, and he's out working and da. That's what you're talking about, right?
No. I'm not talking about. No. Wait a minute. You're thinking that I'm talking about tradition. You can label it all. You can label it all you want. Tradition. You can
whatever you want to call it.
You can say that. You can say tradition and all of that. But that has been done since millennium.
But nobody.
Everything. Not just that. Everything in our life has been done before. So it's not just tradition. It's just not just tradition.
What do you mean women like to be controlled? What are you talking about?
No. I'm saying is
we're walking into a landmine.
Listen,
okay,
no,
I'm backing away. I'm backing away because I don't want a landmine.
No, you're fine. We're having a discussion.
It's not. It's women out here. You have the type of man that you want, that you would like. Amen. No problem. But it's women. It is women out here. What Chocolate has described wants those type of men.
What kind of man? A man to control her every move?
Yes.
Okay, I'm not stopping that. I'm saying that, but if he's not healthy mentally, Von Eric, he has no right to control someone else. And the bad men I'm speaking to are controlling women in a way that's not positive. I'm not talking about men and women who have made a decision to go, okay, listen, I don't mind that you're in charge of the bills. I don't mind that you're doing this. I'll take care of the house. I don't care about that. So let me be 100% clear. I've never been against that. That has nothing to do with it. My list was also in talking about it in a facetious manner are the men that keep pushing a narrative that the only use of us as women are to have children and pamper their men. That's it. We lose all control of the fact that we can bring other things to the world like we've been doing, as you said, since millennia. We're scientists, we're doctors, we are healers. Right. We can be so many other things. And now, even now, what's scary to me is in 2023, we have put all this together in one pot and not dissecting it. So when you thought I'm talking about, I'm saying, and that's why I'm trying to break through to that, because it's like you hearing from your perspective that me talking about a woman giving control of life and household or whatever decisions are bad people or a bad man. That's not what I said. I said propaganda, because every woman doesn't fit that role and every man doesn't fit that role.
Right.
That's all
why I said it's some. That's why I said
it's you don't have
women,
to.
That's why I said it's some women out here that
you don't have to defend it. Well, you just tried to defend it to me, and I wasn't.
I said you just described it as a bad man.
It is bad.
It's a bad man to you, but it's women out here. It's women.
That's a bad man.
I'm not saying
it's a bad.
I want to comment.
Okay, it's a bad bandit.
Okay,
go ahead.
Hold on. Von Eric, baby, you not listen to me. You not hearing what I say. Okay, and the reason is that you hearing this that I'm saying that if a woman wants to live that life, and yes, we have to call it something, so I'm gonna call it traditional. Traditional life says the man is the protector, the provider. The woman is the homemaker and taking care of the children, and anything else in between that, happy-go-lucky, they go to Disney every year, whatever their life is. I don't care about that. That is not my fight. I don't have a dog in it, a puppy, a cat, a toe, nothing. That is not what I'm saying. I'm saying that the propaganda that these men out here are pushing into other men's brains is all jumbled into one pot without any seasoning, no flavor. It's all jumbled together and it's not dissected because we're too busy arguing perspective. I don't care what you do in your house. I don't care what your wife wants to do with you, your girlfriend. I'm not here to police what's between your legs. And that is where my issues lie. Because those two things have been put together because these men have made decisions that are changing our lives as women. And Black men are pretending as though this is not affecting us in a negative way. And we don't feel heard when it comes to these conversations. So that is what I'm talking about. It has nothing to do with a lifestyle. It has to do with the propaganda against women in this country.
Okay.
And that's it.
Okay. What's the name? Prince.
Hello, Prince Hakeem. You got it.
So, I want to come at this from a different point of view. You know what I'm saying?
By all means, go for it.
You know, I'm a person of the diaspora, so I see it from another situation.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, since I got on YouTube, I noticed that this is a conversation a lot of us had when,
right,
in real life, before this, like the nuances of relationship have never been discussed amongst people. People just
right.
live their life.
Mm-hmm.
So, if we're talking about you have certain guys who believe in ideology of what relationship's supposed to be, or what relationship have always been and been there. You're gonna have certain women who will get with certain men and will grant them a certain level of autonomy over them and be like, hey, you know what I mean? Hey, I want you to lead this and that aspect of the relationship.
Right.
Certain men allow the women to balance the books and pay all the bills.
Hello.
And you know,
come in and what was that? Yeah, my grandfather used to come in and give my mother his paycheck.
You see, basically, and you know, 50 Cent shared a story about his grandfather doing the same thing. He said that I gave her my check so she can know what I'm able to give her and what I can't give her.
There you go.
Now, but here's the thing, though.
All women can't do that, though.
Now here's the thing, though. From a person who I've been privileged to live in a place in a very I lived in New York and I lived in Massachusetts. I worked with Moroccans. I've been with Laotians, and like the conversations that we want to say Black America's having, they don't have those kind of conversations about who's running the household, who's being feminine, who's you know what I mean, if you're running this or running that. You know what I mean? You have Indian women who are the head of their household and their husbands don't work.
Right.
It's by de facto, you know, that she's the breadwinner. He doesn't feel any less inferior about that.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But here's the thing, that still is a husband. He has certain will you say things he's able to speak up on and say, oh, I don't want this to go down.
Right, so, right. Y'all that respect is there.
Yeah. So I look at it from the point, if you know what I mean, and Vaughn said that there's certain women, you know, everybody got their own opinion on what's a good and a bad man. Just like earlier when you were speaking about that, I didn't take offense to what you said because that doesn't apply to me.
And I will say this, and it brings up a great point, and I'm so thankful y'all came up. Just like in this conversation, you see it in your perspective. Von Erich sees it in another perspective. So basically, we're dissecting perspective. But even within this, there's factual information as to why we have these particular perspectives. I'm a woman, so I see the world through those eyes. I'm seen as an older woman. I'm seen as maybe a more curvaceous woman or more smart than the other person, you know, whatever it may be. We then start to dissect ourselves and go, I am more than just this skin, right? I am more than just the hair on my head. I'm more than just what my body shape looks like. Because if it's rotten on the inside, the outside is just going to deteriorate as well. So that's what I'm saying. There's no reason, and that's why I was trying to explain to Von Erich. I wasn't arguing your point. That's fine. I would never, and I say this with all my chest, I would never tell a woman, oh, you do what? You do this? I would never tell a woman what to do.
No, I would just
You know what I'm
make
saying?
it.
I'm asking, and no, I don't think all men are horrible. Okay. And I understand. So now when me and you are talking, I'll make sure that I throw that in there because I know that offends you and you are someone that I respect.
But throw what in there?
Not all. I'll make sure I put it in there every time.
No, you had to. I mean,
you said it was offensive, and I don't want to be.
I said to some men. I said I didn't say no. I didn't say it was me, but to some men, they may hear something that you said. But wait a minute, hold up.
Well, then if they listen to the rest, they'll be able to calm down. But usually, people take a bite and run off and go down the street.
Well, that's what. So that means sometimes you may have to say not all men. It's just some. Only thing I'm just saying is that sometimes you may have to say.
Let's deal with that.
But I want to say what Prince was saying when he was saying the Moroccos and things. That's a culture. And yes, that's true. Different cultures. When you say tradition, you talking about culture, and different cultures have certain ways that they do within their culture,
right?
Okay, like when he said about the woman, the man just sit there. Yeah, that's it over in India, up in the I forgot what in the mountains. I think it's in Malaysia. Yeah, the women do all the work.
Well, let me ask you this question. Go ahead.
The women do all the work. The man just, especially if he's a priest.
Von Erich, hold on real quick.
Von Erich. There's women here who pay all the bills and got their nigga living at home too in the projects.
No, I'm not saying that. You didn't give me the finish. That's true. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. But when you went into the culture, that was a popular culture with us years ago here in the States.
It's still in our culture.
Oh, but it's not.
Hold on, gentlemen. Hold on. Pause. Von Erich, go ahead and finish because I'm trying to understand where you're going with. We understand that not all men are this way, and we are talking about culture. We're talking about our culture, right? So when we talk about us, we have different cultures within us, whether people want to say it is or not, whether you agree or don't. We have levels in our cultures just like everyone else. So my goal.
You're not letting me finish. You're not letting me finish.
Well, I was getting
yes. We have different cultures. But what he was describing was an old culture. Now we hear in this culture, because cultures change through generations. Okay. The same people do not practice a different culture up north than it is down south. You could go to Louisiana where there's a lot of that stuff, like he just said.
Right.
That a woman may go out, not in Louisiana, but a woman may go out and pay all the bills and do everything while the man sits home.
Okay.
So yes, that's a culture within a culture within your home.
Right.
You may be in a culture that most men be out there doing that thing and the women stay home. But then you may have someone within that culture. Hold on. You may have someone within that culture that is not doing what the mass culture is doing. It's a woman in that house that's going out there and paying all the bills while the man sits at home.
Right. Okay. So what I'm trying to understand is, what is the argument though?
It goes down to individuality, really. It goes down to culture and then the individual people within the culture. Because just because the most of the cultures practicing one thing, it may be 3, 4, 10 that is not. So it goes down to the individual.
Well, here's what I'll say to this, and then Hakeem, you got it after this.
Okay, go right ahead, Queen.
I'm about to get some water. I'll say this. For me, when we talk about culture, when we talk about this, my main goal, right, is to give us the opportunity to be in a safe space where we can actually explore our culture. That hasn't happened yet. So it's going to be a diverse group of Black folks no matter where we go, because we've all grown up in different times, different eras, and have different perspectives of life. So I again say to you, I don't care what people do in their homes. That's my problem. I am being told what to do with my womb in this country. That is what I talk about when I'm talking about bad men, because what they're doing is intentionally causing diversity within our community.
Okay.
Because again, women don't go to Planned Parenthood just for that. There are a lot of Black women who deal with endometriosis. There's a lot of Black women who have fibroids, but they don't have insurance.
Right.
So Planned Parenthood is in place so that they can be taken care of, or maybe they have to get something removed. What has happened, it has become such a politicized thing about what a woman is doing and not what the man is doing. The only time we hear about that is when child support comes up. We have normalized men walking out of the home. We just like, oh, you ain't got a daddy, too bad. But then you got men, the same men, who are in this space pouting, I don't want to take care of someone else's children. So what do you want Black women to do? And that is not an answer. No one has answered that yet, especially with all the things that are going on. And what is getting tiresome for us out here on YouTube is this. Stop pretending like we don't have issues. Stop trying to negate the fact that there are men who are doing horrible things to us. And stop pretending as though these things don't have effects on how we have relationships with one another. I'm just tired of the tippy-toeing. That's all. But Prince Hakeem, you got it. I'm about to drink me some water. Y'all got it.
No, definitely. Van Eric, I want to speak on that aspect and what she said real quickly. So I studied geography in school, so I've been kind of privileged to travel many different places.
Okay.
And there was a consensus where they say that African Americans in America don't have culture, and that which is a very emphatically lie. Right. So every culture have different nuances about it that all reflect each other. It's not down to a molecule, but what an Indian does is somewhat the same thing that a Black American man in Southwest Jackson, Mississippi will do, is just in a different way. So the thing I'm saying is this, where in certain cultures there is control over their women, like in Saudi Arabia. And here we've kind of been privileged where people are able to do certain free things, but there's certain things that is encroaching to certain people's rights. So the point that I'm saying is this: before this whole YouTube thing, we were just living life in a sense. And I think that the nuances of relationships that we're talking about now being so hyper focused that people are looking at things that are just normal and accompanying that in the individual mind, thinking that this is a requirement now, when there's always been.
Can you give me an example of that? What you saying?
Like let's say for instance, like a woman having kids, or and stuff like that. Men say that, oh, I need somebody with a womb to have some children. Okay. Men are saying that that's a requirement now. That has not always been a requirement for every man. You got a lot of you know what I'm trying to say.
That's enough. Thank you.
And saying
no, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, and saying that, oh, I need to be with her for us to have a baby or something, or these women need to be fit, feminine, and friendly.
Honey,
there's a lot of niggas out here. There's a lot of niggas who marry bell peppers every day and don't talk.
Okay, no, stop. What you say?
Huh?
What you say, Hakeem? What you say? What's a bell pepper? Is that a body shape?
No, it's not a body.
Because I was going to say, you talking about women body shape,
shaped
like a bell pepper? I'm just playing.
No, that's how we said in Florida, like what they call a chunky girl. You know what I mean?
Oh, shoot. You a bell pepper.
You a Slim Jim. You know what I mean? I ain't never heard nobody talk about This and I'm putting that to that point where
that's funny.
We live in life, but I think that I guess you know what the biggest issue is now that when we hear women talk about certain things, from an ego level, men get offended.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? And which you shouldn't be offended about. Let her talk. If that's how she feel, she must feel in that pro. Because some things don't apply to every man. The way you listen, brother, I could tell you, Von Erich, I don't have to know you, could tell you a good dude because you got a picture of your son up there.
He's so cute.
Thank you.
So I can already tell you a family man. And if you have a picture of your kid, you might go about handling your business with your woman a little bit different.
Right.
Compared to a man who might have a picture of himself and say, okay, I'm a matriarch, I'm a leader, I'm this and that. Listen, I'm a boss at my house. I don't got to tell a nigga that.
Right.
I've always ran shit, and I don't have to tell my girl I'm a fucking boss. She the way she act could tell you. I don't have to tell there's certain shit she run, certain shit I run. I don't have to tell you none.
Team. What happened to us being a team?
You know what I'm saying? There's some shit.
Right.
There's some shit when I say, oh, I'm gonna have to go talk to my lady about that before I make that decision. That's not being, or there's some women who say, you want to know something? I'm gonna wait till my man get here for him to handle that. But then that's letting him lead, but that's an unconscious thought. She didn't have to. We didn't have
a team.
Yeah, you didn't have to. Like, oh,
but Akeem, when you say we just out there, or people just out there living, the black community just out there living, what do you mean? They don't have anything to guide them? Their principles not there? What do you mean by that?
When I say we out here living,
just living.
We're living it. They're not focusing on the nuances of this stuff. There's mothers who are still single, who's been raised in a household by a black man who paid all the bills. It's not nothing we talk about. It's just we're doing it. These niggas is talking about is just weird. It's niggas who, you know what I mean? There's certain niggas who, when I say we live in that we've always had standards in the black American community. And mind you, I'm not of the black American community, so I won't. I'm from the diaspora, but I'm
gonna have to tell you that that is actually incorrect, sir, based on geography and how long you've been here.
Yeah. But what I've noticed, let's say for instance, from the cultural aspect, what I've noticed, what my friends and their mama have and their husbands have done, I say, okay, this is somewhat similar to what people in my own culture do.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I think what has happened is the lights have been turned on because of social media. Now we can share our experiences across the world. And I say this, I have been privileged to be in positions where I have talked to men who own millions of dollars, right? That they feel like I'm a man, you know what I mean? But these are still human beings. They still have flaws. They still do the same things we do. We are trying to be at the top of the mountain, not at the bottom. However, if the foundation isn't built right or the mountain is unstable, being up there makes no sense. Because all you're going to do is you're going to fall harder when all that starts to crumble. And so that's why I'm bothered by this rhetoric of not being able to be a team in a relationship. If you can tell me this is football season, I'm excited. So if you gonna have the best, you're gonna put your best men out there if you're trying to win the Super Bowl, right? Every coach is gonna put the right players. Who's the fastest? Who can move the smartest? Who can read the fastest? Who can, run that ball? Who can catch it? What quarterback is gonna pay attention and lead everybody the way they need to be? But yet and still we pretend as though that's not needed in our communities. We have to be a team, ladies and gentlemen. If we're going to be in a relationship, we got to be a team. That means, to what Hakeem said, and even to what you said earlier, Von Erich, these things, just like the systematic racism that we deal with, it's also the systematic war of genders that have been created in this country as well. This isn't new. This is just, we're the different players in it. There's always been men wanting to conquer women, men wanting to conquer something. We were always considered collateral damage. If a man wanted to get back at another man, he would do something to his wife. These are the same people that live here in this same country, right? So all of that testosterone and energy that's been passed down generation after generation, I do believe, because you feel as though you cannot conquer anything, then you move on to the next thing, which is your women and your children. So you feel you cannot compete. And what I'm saying this, it is not at you in particular on the panel or you in the chat. The you I'm speaking of is you as a human being and what you're contributing to your life. Well, and you know what I'm saying? That has to be talked about.
Yes, it has to be talked about. But like you said before, propaganda.
Right.
Let's go with the propaganda, because that goes.
You gotta sift through it. That's right. Yes, I agree.
Let's do it. Let's go both ways, because the door swings both ways.
Hey Stan, hold on real quick, Eric. Hold on real quick. I want to give a shout out to the chat. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with us. Hey Stan, Lady Royal. Let me make sure, Bougie, my girl. I'll make sure I shout out everybody that came in and said hello. Y'all been blowing up the chat. Flora, my guest, thank you so much for coming up, love. These wonderful gentlemen who are here now, Von Eric and Prince Hakeem. Just Jay, I'm not sure if I shouted you out, but I wanted to make sure I did. And Ronnie, thank you so much for coming up. And Jackie, and I just want to make sure everybody was let everybody know I got y'all. So go ahead, Von Eric, you got it. What you going to say?
Okay. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Yes, it's a propaganda, and the propaganda goes both ways. America is a melting pot. It has different cultures, and different cultures, like Prince was saying, he's from the African diaspora. He goes by a different culture, even within his house, within his household. So it's different cultures, but that propaganda and team, that's a broad word. A man can do certain in the house. A man could go out and work, and a woman don't. That's still a team. That's the team. They still a team. A woman can go out and work, and a man doesn't. Still a team. It's still within a team. This is the guidelines and the laws they are playing as a team within the household. So propaganda, as you saying, is it's going both. It's women out here thinking, oh, I don't need no man. I'm independent. Okay, but she's still portraying a propaganda and still being controlled. And men look at that and say, "Oh, she's being controlled by the system." Then a man, he has his propaganda that he's screwing. Oh, I'm the head of the household. She can listen to me, and she do what I tell her to do. Another propaganda within a culture that we live in here in America. When they screwing it out on all these talk shows and YouTube channels that you may see, all of this is nothing but ideology propaganda. What we need to do as a people, is not allow those propagandas to control your mind. Because once it controls your mind, it controls your household. If you don't know how to handle what the propaganda is telling you to do, then you shouldn't do it. You need to stay down and get yourself together and understand who you are before you try to portray yourself as what you're seeing and hearing in the propaganda, this ideology, America, or I ain't gonna say America, what you see on TV shows or even America that you was talking about, saying these things and men taking it. But it's just not black men. Let's not just put it on black people, because those same people, whites do it. Other people do it within their culture or other race. They do it also. I travel all over America. Some of these people are not practicing what they see on television or the propaganda. They control their own destiny within their culture.
We all do. We all control our own destinies if we want to.
Right.
But I guess that's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm not arguing that with you. what I'm saying is that if we are going to talk about the propaganda that goes both ways, we have to discuss it honestly, meaning it is going to trigger people. I say the things I say because I hope that it triggers enlightenment of what's going on. And being a team is not a broad state. It's not a broad word. It's the definition that we have for two people or more working together for a common goal. And it's not just about him going to work or her being in the house. It's about the mental teamwork. It is about the emotional teamwork that these same men are complaining about when we say we need you to be emotionally intelligent. Meaning that we need you to tap in to your own emotions and get out of your head believing that all you are worth to me is a wallet and what's between your legs. Because that's what men have reduced men to. It wasn't women who did this. Society is made up of men and women who have made decisions and imprinted on us certain things generation after generation, because that's what human beings do. We are imprinted by what our parents do, what our neighbors do, what our friends do, what the teacher do, what our jobs do. We are imprinted every time we come into contact into different environments. We take something away from it, whether it's good or bad, whether it's indifferent. You are connected to that now. That's a memory within you. And so I think what it is that we need y'all to tap into your brains and your spirits, figure out who you are, and then let us figure out who we are together. That is a process. It does not happen overnight. Sometimes it don't even happen in 10 years. But we're so ready because of the age of everything needs to be quick done in a hurry. Here we are in that place. We've done quick hurry, and we see what it does for us. So if we're dissecting the propaganda, it's not us. Yes, there's a handful of women out here on YouTube who causing the issue. But in comparison to the trumpet horns and complete band that the men have out here, especially the Black men, how much of that is positive? Because even if y'all talking positive, it's not enough. It's not making enough noise. I use the Harry, what was that? What's the name of that Dr. Seuss book? It's like the elephant that heard the little, there was a world on top of that flower. And I can't remember. Horton Hears a Who. On that flower he picked up in his reality, he realized that even though you can't see it, there are other people, other things living and doing. And that's where I'm at when I talk about this. For real, to me, I think it's frivolous to argue perspective about what you want to do in your house. There are plenty of people for everybody. You have all kinds of things that go on in people's homes that they don't share. And I don't care about that. What I care about is, can I help the mental stability of a person by providing affordable food, affordable housing, and a safe community? Now you start to see these emergings of couples and parents and communities start to happen because it's been built. It's been set up that way. So you're going to grab the energy of the people who want to live that way. That's why you have people that go to neighborhoods, right? You got people that move into gated neighborhoods because that is the energy they want. They want to feel safe in their home within the chaos.
I think somebody's in the back chat. I think somebody's in the back.
Oh, is it? Oh, I'm so sorry. Who back here? Stan. I'm so sorry, babe. Hold on.
So disrespectful.
I need a moderator, child. I know, right? This is the man disrespectful channel. Don't come over here. No, I'm just saying. What's up, Stan?
Disrespectful. Hey, how you doing, beautiful? Salute to
I'm
the
good. I'm
channel.
good, but I'm gonna
just
be ghetto.
I'm just
Yes.
absorbing everybody and what the brother is saying and even the comment that the sister just gave in the comment. But you know, you said, yeah, you know. So what I would say, right? And you know, I'm just trying to go with your topic because I'm just coming here late, and I apologize.
You're fine, honey.
You could have already told me that you was going live. I'd have been over here instead of listening to the rest of this dumb shit. But I'm glad I did listen to it. But
I'm
but
sorry.
what I
It
would
always
tell
see. I'm gonna have to
you,
tie these up. Hold on. Go
you
ahead.
said what happened this week, right?
Woo, child, yeah.
I'm telling you, I realize we are all fucking crazy.
Yeah, there you go. All levels.
I'm
It's
telling
all
you.
levels, baby.
I listen to
Yes.
you and the shit that's coming out of your mouth. I'm like, man, in a utopia, it might make sense, right?
Yeah.
But I would listen to the brother, and the brother was saying he was trying to address things where we are, how we can move forward.
Right.
How we can move forward. You're talking like it's a utopia, and it's not a utopia, right? Hey,
because we haven't created it yet.
Right. But bro was telling me realistically, okay, yeah, we said this, we did this, and we did that. But man, I'm just listening. I just came from one damn other panel, and I'm just listening to how we just war against each other. We never come with a solution. It's always that black woman, that black man, and a black man wants this, and the black woman wants this. Okay. So
Right.
I guess I was born in Mars, right? I grew up wanting to expect things, right, in my life, right? When I was a child, I knew if I cleaned my room and I did certain things, I knew it was the reward at the end of it, right? Whether it be not necessarily candies or cookies, I knew a reward was my family, my late father, hero, and my late mother that was the matriarch of the family, just to see the pleasing look on their face. Now we don't look forward to a damn thing. I'm like, how did this switch? All this debauchery,
I'm sorry. That's so
all this damn disrespect on the planet. It ain't sorry for me, and this is the beauty behind it all. Man, 35 years of honorable service. I don't give a shit, and I'm still in uniform. I'll make this whole shit disappear. So, but at the end of the day, my parents never taught me just to care about me. They told me to make sure you take care of yourself so you can help others. And that's the way I raised my children. But now when I go on these panels, it's all this selfish shit. If I don't get everything I want, I'm giving up. Who gets everything in life?
Well, that goes back to knowing who you are. If you don't know who you are, you're gonna follow whatever. As the saying goes, if you don't stand for something, you'll stand for anything.
But I'll tell you this, what did I tell you? You must know your purpose. Therefore, you know your worth.
Right.
Therefore, you know your value, right?
Exactly.
It's a step. Well, most people are selling themselves like they're a damn Ford Escort and they're a Bentley because they don't know their worth.
Well, that's
you don't
why.
know your purpose. You don't.
But
know
here,
your
let me
purpose.
ask you a question. Do you know how, when we talk about we're not connected, things are so separated, we're so divided, right? We all learned how to read from either our parents or in school, right? We learned the English language that way, right? Once that is done, we also learn the cultures of that language. And this is, and what we have found out, that we have been lied to about a lot of things. We have been misled by a lot of things. This is why you have people who are fighting to change those narratives, show what's really going on, talk about these things, and it has validity, excuse me. Where I am with this, and like I said, I'm not knocking what Von Erich said at all, but for me, that is the emotional needs that come with. What's up, Cleo? Thank you for coming. Hey, XO. These are the things. These are the things that emotionally have to be addressed, because everything else we're talking about is aesthetic, going to work, taking care of the house. Those are objects and things and processes. I'm talking about the emotional needs of men and women, both. Black men, those who do admit that, hey, there is something that is stopping me from being the type of person or the best version of me So I'm going to utilize what's available, whether it's therapy, whether you go to the doctor, lose weight, whether you go get maybe it's your chest, your back, whatever, right? We have people who have created things to assist those things so that you can live a better quality of life. Is anybody disagreeing with that at this point?
No, not at all. But
okay, no buts. Hold on, no buts, Stan.
Go.
Because these people don't know us. I don't know the man who made the machine so I could get my shots for my arthritis. I got to go research that up. But I'm thankful that I have something that will allow me to be the better version of myself instead of having to not be as mobile because I have bad genes, because everybody in my family got arthritis. But other than that, there are people who think about us and don't know us from nowhere and create things that benefit us. That's why I don't understand when we talk about building a community, why is that so far-fetched? When human beings make things all the time that everybody don't benefit from. Everybody don't have arthritis. Right?
I'm gonna let bro go after you.
Go ahead, y'all got
him
it.
Go.
Let the gentleman talk. Go ahead,
I
brothers.
gotta tell you something. That's what you just said was spot on. Because I just came from a panel, and I'm gonna tell you how the shit.
Well, let him go. Let Hakeem go, and then
I said let him go first. That's what I said. Let him go first.
But real quick, if
bro.
you guys are enjoying the show, a
bro.
sister is just trying to get this last permit. It's about $100, $5, $20. Hey, help us out. We trying to get this last little bit. If you enjoy the show and can donate, I'd appreciate it. Just like Dr. Umar say, hit that cash app. Okay, I just had to.
Hit the cash app $FGMG.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't know that was another brother on here too.
Okay, so go ahead, Hakeem. You got it. Thank y'all. That was just a break. Let's
rock out.
So you want to know something? You said something real pivotal, and I think up until now, for a lot on both ends, men and women, a lot of people want acknowledgement when we've never asked for that before. And I think it's more prevalent now, more and more time. You know what I mean? You hear these men's spaces and some of these women's spaces, they want to be acknowledged to be women. Some men want to be acknowledged to be men. We want to be acknowledged that we're the leader. We want to be acknowledged that I'm a mother. We want to be acknowledged this. A lot of these things are selfless jobs that you've been doing and nobody answered. My mother never asked for praise. We praise her regardless. My daddy's not, you know what I mean? I've never heard him ask to say, oh man, I run this household. Y'all should respect me. I ain't never say no shit like that.
I put a roof over your head. Never said it.
Never said that. But when his birthday come here, we go get him a bottle of Henny, some watches, and some cologne. We'll take him out to dinner. Or,
he loves it.
Thank you. Or we're conversation.
Yes,
like,
the Old Spice cologne set. Yep, go ahead.
Yeah, definitely. And a lot of these things are shown to actions. You have a lot of people now who wasn't on the internet who are coming now who maybe life was a little bit different compared to ours, are now trying to want to be acknowledged for something that you don't need acknowledgement for. Whatever, and you said something earlier, whatever you want to do in your relationship is this. Everybody's relationship looks different. There's different nuances to that. And that's what we have to say. And I want to comment to what the brother said here too. We have too many panels and not enough solutions.
Come on. Say it in the back for the people in the back. Papa.
Say it again and for the people in the back.
Yeah. Too many panels and not enough solutions. I get tired that black people have panels on Twitter, panels on TikTok, panels on YouTube, talking about the same old thing. When white folks are buying land, they're making communities, they're building stuff. You know, I don't care who made the tampon. The nigga who made the tampon made it. The cotton gin and all that. All this shit has been here. People, you're going to contribute to life. That's what it is. But you're going to acknowledge people if you want to. Some of them don't even, some things we know, we don't even know who made it. And that's the point when I want to give on that.
Right on, brother. Stan, you got it.
Okay.
And then Von Eric, you got it.
But I just want to say this, right? You know, because only in your channel, right? Because it's the place to do this, right? So one of my uncles passed away, right?
My
Years ago.
condolences. My condolences.
Years ago. No, respect, right? And so when we went into the church, right, because it's on the family land, went into the church, and I looked off to the right, and I saw a bunch of white suits, right, out there, right, because it looked like suits because it was a distance, but it was uniform. I never even knew my uncle was even in the military, right, even served, right. So I go in there, and the only thing they had to say about him, oh, he was a good man, and he was a handyman and all that. I'm like, wait a minute. So then it quickened my spirit, because by then, I was already in the military. I've been doing it for 35 years plus, right? So I get out there and I saw the honor. But what I would tell you this is that, man, it's something about being honored, right? It's not even for you. Everything as men that we do is never for us. It's never for us. It's about what we leave behind. I don't like these panels when they act like they just want to be selfish. I'm doing this for myself. No, it's about the legacy with your children or your family, and they can stand up proud. They're gonna say, yeah, my father did this and did that. And man, my late father, my hero. And I joined the military, and he went in the military, and like I found out other people did too, right, throughout the family. But I gave my father's final salute, man. I don't give a damn whatever accomplished in my life. I don't give a damn how much money I have now. That was honorable. And I'm like, man, can we get back to being honorable? But we sit up here and we go to panels, just like Bruh said. Nobody wants to come to a solution. And that's disheartening, for a lot of people. But we still try to pull one out of it. Chocolate pulled me out of that bullshit ass world. That's why I come to a show. But the thing is, if we give up on being weary and well doing, we say, man, I had enough of this. I'm just going to take care of my own. But I'm going to tell you one thing about the world, the real world, is that, man, it's only one of them. And if we don't correct this dysfunction that we got going on, because what you guess what you gonna do? Beat my ass, man? Fuck, I'm a part of the biggest gang in the world. It's called the United States government. So shut the fuck up.
What you go to? Beat me up? That's funny all day, and I can't do it.
Yeah, that's when they do that. They flip that way. Hey, the brothers will attest to that. The first, when they can't even have a conversation, the first thing they'll say, "Drop your addy." I'm like, what's an addy? If you tell them to spell what addy is, we know they mean address. But I do it for fun.
I can't with you. Why are you out here bothering folks, trying to make them be learning
I
and
say
stuff?
Spell addy.
They don't want to. They want to say it because it's just the slang of the day. Come on now, you know that.
No. I know that. Yeah, but you not get ready to do a damn thing. You think gas leaks happen all the goddamn time in these damn apartment complexes? Get the fuck out of here, man.
Somebody is on one today, Stan. I didn't heard you drop
because
a couple of F-bombs today.
I didn't like the way what went down that damn day. Although you was talking and shit, and we'll talk offline about it. But I don't like it when somebody introduced themselves to a space, like you did, and you came in peace. I mean, I saw 50 million white flags, but because you started talking, next you know, you got jumped on. I was like, man, I'm like, okay, cool. We can talk about that because we don't need to burn our own damn city down. But but at the end of the day, man, I just want to tell you I respect you and I love you. And like the bro just said,
and I appreciate it. I really do.
It's like, man, we need to come with solution-based stuff.
That's what I was saying. Yes, Stan. The man. Remember the guy and Von Erica? You got it. I'm gonna say this real quick. You remember the man who came in with the machine that you can pull water out of the air, and make and create clean water. He's already done it. He did it in Puerto Rico, and he's in Chicago with his machine.
Absolutely.
And now, you know, of course, I jumped on YouTube when I saw it, and I was like, let me see if could I make a mini one? And there's other technologies that'll allow you to do it. Not that I'm trying to outshine him. I just want to see if I can do it. Because in my head, I'm like, let me go talk to the expert. If I had the money right now, I would be on the phone. Like, I would be like, get him on the line. We need to do some business.
You ain't got to worry about that. You if you can contact that person that invented it, we can get in front of them.
But that's what I'm saying. You know, I would definitely. What?
You know, I can get
Stan,
it.
You don't want me
we
to.
can get in the room. We can get in the room and figure out what it really takes instead of making it up.
No, but what I'm saying is you can build one. You can build a replica.
Let's talk to him. If he's still alive, because I don't know who you're talking
He's
about.
still alive. Lord, hold on. Let me show you this video. Stan, what you sipping on tonight? What happened at the other? I'm just playing with you.
No, I'm asking you a question so we can get in the room with him.
Well, here's the thing. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna be 100 with you. I'm very weary sometimes about what a person will say if I say I want to go into business with them. And I'm gonna tell you why. When I first started, like I told you, I had a dress business. I sold and I bought dresses and sold them. You know, my whole thing again was about affordability but having something attractive to wear. And when how do I put that? There was a brother that owned a cotton farm, and I think it's Georgia. I want to say if it's not Georgia, it's Alabama. So I asked him, I said, listen, I am trying to go a different route. Could I have some of your cotton and we work together, and I would use the cotton that you're growing to make the dresses? I know how to turn it from the cotton to the fabric and show that process. You know what he said? And I still got that email. He said, well, I'm not going to use it for that, but good luck with that. That doesn't seem like something that would take off. So, like, just real snotty.
Yeah, but what I'm telling you.
Well, hold on, Stan, hold on. But what I had to realize was this. There are always going to be people who are going to be against what you do. There's always going to be folks that are for what you do. And there's always going to be people who don't care either way, just as long as it ain't affecting their lives. So I feel like at that point, I had to realize it doesn't matter. And then I had to come out of my shell and go, if I truly want this to happen, of course I can't do it all alone. So I'm gonna have to reach out and share, and hopefully people will come, or I will run across folk who see the same perspective I do. And that's what's happening. I'm learning, I'm taking from, every conversation I've had, I learned something. And so for this to work and for this to be sustainable, that foundation has to be the strongest. So the people involved in that foundation already have to know, listen, we getting ready to do something that has not been done in a long time, probably about 100 years. And well, now we have the technology to do it. So it'll make it even faster and easier. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, again, right? You know, so after they shitted on military people and veterans and all that. Yes, no, I'm talking about throughout history.
Okay, I got you.
You know, I'm talking about throughout history, right?
Yeah. I'm with you.
What I'm saying is doors that can be open that you can get in. I can't give you no guarantee that things gonna work out, but I can get the door open, man. I'm just telling you, man. I like I told you many times, I believe in you, but you only can do what you can get access to, right?
Right, exactly.
See, because one thing about it, so when somebody's a certain way, they know not to screw this person over, because if you do, then there's repercussions. But when you try it on your own with no backing, man, you just a mark, and they gonna get you, right?
Is that what you think? they're gonna get me.
No, I'm talking about period.
Okay.
Man, stop making it personal, man.
But it is personal. I'm not offended. I'm asking a question. We having a conversation about building something. So for me, it is personal, not negatively. Of course, it's personal. You just said. Go ahead. I got you, Stan. I'm muting up.
When people walk in without backing, you become a mark. But when you walk in with a certain name or somebody walking with you, we know we get different outcomes, man. We all know that. That's why when you fill out a job application, what do they tell you? Oh, you got any references? And guess what? If you put somebody's name on that has already been in the company for 20-something plus years or whatever, I'm telling you, that's the way the world works. If you think you're going to just grab it by yourself, that's not the way the world works, because it's too easy to destroy you or to discredit you.
I think
Von Erich, you got it, babe.
I think that what we have to do is all communicate with one another on one accord. And when we communicate, we should promote the successful things that's going on in the Black neighborhoods. It's a Black community that have tiny homes. That should be out there on every platform. My mom, she lives in Thailand. There are Black people called the Blacksit that has successful communities outside of America. That should be shown. It is successful business people that is willing to invest in communities. You have a woman that owns Black Stage Capital. She's willing. You have another woman out here that has her venture capital company. She is willing. So we have to stop. A lot of us stop saying, well, white people doing that community. Black people is too. I live in a state where it's a community of Black in PG County. They've been Black since the 1700s. They are successful, well-to-do Black people living in one community. But we have other communities in the country that we should promote. Say, look, this is successful. I see this Toni Morrison on everybody's platform and saying what he did, he took people's money. Yes, we should say that, but that should not be the only thing that we should be focusing on. Yes, he did what he did, took people's money. See, when people look at that, they don't want to invest in something. When Black people see that, oh no, he took $12 million. Ain't no way in the world that I'm going to put my money into something and see what he did. We have to communicate. We have to be transparent, because we've been going through a lot here in America, and nothing but America's system has pushed us down due to the color code system. So yes, we should have solutions, but let's be transparent with our solutions, because we don't want to keep promoting Toni Morrison and seeing what he did and when he took all that money. Not just him, other Black leaders. They talk a lot, but they're not putting what they're saying on the books and saying, hey, let's do this. Let's do it just like this. Let's promote these communities, because we have communities here in America that are Black that's doing their thing. But you know what? We don't promote it. We don't let people know. We only let people know when someone took all that money, and then when you know what that do, that scares people. And then after they get scared, guess who they run to? The other race.
Well, that's what I'm saying, Von Erich. Let's change the narrative. That's why I'm out here every day or every other day, because I'm trying to change the narrative. And I understand that I can't do everything by myself. That's never been the case. But I have to get it started. Because I went to those particular avenues. I tried to convince, hey, I don't need a lot of money. I just need this. I broke it down to this, and this. Yeah, the bank didn't want to work with me because I didn't want to take out an exorbitant amount of money that I then would have had. Then I have to pay back. So now I'm taking away from the money that I could just be funneling into creating the next step. So, Prince Hakeem, you wanna jump on in here?
Can I go before you say real quick?
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
Yeah, just give me 30 seconds.
Do your thing, fam.
Yeah, brother is right. Is that the Bernie Madoffs and American Greed, that channel that got all that stuff going on? I'm telling you, we still keep going and funnel money that way. And like Bruh said, man, us being who we are, we got to dot every I and cross every T and be transparent. You know, we got to. But we don't never question everybody else that do things, which it is what it is. And that's what the culture is, right? Because we've seen too much. However, all the people that done all the crookedest stuff on the planet, American Greed, just watch it. Google it. You know, and they still do business with them. I'm telling you, when you go to the grocery store, you don't even question it. Them jokers have done all this stuff. The guy that was over Subway, the damn face of Subway. And guess what? People still go to Subway.
Still go.
We still got to do what we need to do. We painted ourselves in a certain light, a certain picture, no matter what, right? We got to dot every I and cross every T. He just said, just be totally transparent, chocolate. You're going to soar, right? You're going to soar. And that's only saying. Just turn all your cards over at the beginning.
But I have.
It is what it is.
Here it is. Like I said, you can go back and look at all of my videos if you like. I've been saying the same thing. It's not like a broken record.
I know, but you just
if you want to get that land. Yeah, if you keep doing what you're doing, get that. Because remember that it was someone in Georgia, they brought 40 acres, and they started to build. It was black people, and they started to build. You have to see, black people now are so frightened because they see, like you just discussed earlier, about the black leaders. Those black leaders was just going out doing all that talking to get money. They ain't trying to see, but we have to be transparent because we see what the black leaders doing, what that guy did with the Oklahoma Trust Fund. Look what he did, and guess what? They put that all on TV, on every doggone platform. But like he just said about Bernie Madoff, and they got a guy who is in Florida. He got the most sentencing in history of America. They sentenced him to 300 and something years, and guess what? He got pardoned by Trump.
Say it again for the people in the back.
But again, look at the source, though, gentlemen. Look at the source. I'll say this to y'all, and I do appreciate and understand what you're saying. When I decided to go into this, I already knew I was going to have a battle. The battle is that we have not seen anybody stand up for the little people in a long time. Stand up for the people that's keeping this country running, which is us. Whether we paying into premiums, whether we bought a home, whether we work retail, whether we work in construction, whether we work at the hospital, we keep this economy going. So my study was, how can we take some of that money that's already out here flowing and direct it in a way so that we can take a piece of that and create something different for people, for those who want different, because it's not just us.
Can we say something? Can we be honest? We don't trust us. We don't trust us.
Well, why y'all here then?
I said we don't trust.
No.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, let me say this. Hold on,
Let
Stan.
me finish it.
Oh, Lord.
Can I get some context?
Yes, give me some context then, sir.
Okay.
Go ahead.
We trust each other.
Yes, that's enough.
You can go. Come on, guys. Don't shoot me yet, man. It's too early.
I'm not gonna shoot you.
But I'm telling you, you can go to all these panels and you can hear the vitriol and all this debauchery. We don't trust each other on a larger scale. But I'm telling you, it's all lies. Because the majority of us, we do trust each other. We're not always late. We're not always on this bullshit.
I'm always late.
But no, come on.
I'm just joking. Go ahead, man.
But I'm saying that you can go all them panels, because the brother was talking about these panels, and I agree with him. They always got the negative shit to say about black people. I don't trust them, don't believe them, don't invest with them, don't do this.
Right.
But then they'll turn around and they'll go their ass to the bank and get that 25% interest loan.
Because
they're
we've
going
been
to default on.
indoctrinated to do so, Stan.
I'm not saying the reasons why.
Okay.
Y'all get ready to shoot me like I'm making this.
No, I agree. I agree. What he's saying as far as he's saying certain black people, which is a lot. That's why they say we crabs in the barrel, because we don't trust one another.
But I don't believe that. I disagree.
The reason why you should be offended. Prince Hakeem and Chocolate, y'all should, because y'all were just saying if it doesn't apply to you,
let it fly.
Yeah. But hold on. I'm gonna say this though. Yes, if it doesn't apply, let it fly. But that doesn't mean I can't respond to it.
Right, like I did. I did earlier.
Right, exactly. And we let you respond to it. What you talking about, Eric? Ain't nobody fighting up here, y'all. Cut it out.
Chocolate. I've seen you on other panels, and anytime you said anything about growth, you got your ass attacked.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you,
but did I stop though?
This up. No, I didn't say
no, he's not saying that. He's not saying to stop. He's saying that you get. He's saying, and it's a reason. Listen to what he's saying, because, like you just said about propaganda, things that we see and things that black people see, other black people has done, put us in a point that we don't trust each other, because what is being sent out there to us, like that guy from the Oklahoma. Now, black people see what he did. They ain't going. Now you're the person that's transparent, that's trying to do something good, but guess what? They don't trust you because something he did. How they got him out there on every platform, even in the media. They don't got successful. They don't got successful people that's doing communities, that's building communities. They don't have that, but they have him out there. What he did, and there's another organization. The guy from he's a tax guy. I forgot his name, but he had something about Brother Ben X. About what
is that? Is he with the Nation of Islam?
Yeah, Brother Ben. You talking about the lead accountant?
Yeah, the lead.
Yeah. He exposed the grifters in our community. But
right.
I want to comment on that. You want to know why I say that? You want to know why I say I have to disagree? Because Jay Morrison, even though that he drained the well, he started a new fund and people are back funding him again. Same thing with Boyce Watkins. Same thing with Dr. Umar Johnson. The school ain't done, but they still throwing money. So here's the unique thing about black people. The way you package the information and deliver it to people is the way people receive it. You know what I mean?
We do dumb shit.
And that's the key thing. How to package the information to somebody for they can receive it to respond better to it. Now, here's the thing about the panels on YouTube. A lot of niggas doing a lot of talking, but nobody ain't giving no money.
Huh?
And let me tell you something. The panels that we are on, and no disrespect to all them other brothers who do their thing, it's just a microcosm of ignorance. I hear a lot of people talking, but I don't hear no nigga running up the Cash App. I don't hear no nigga running up no money. Okay, nigga, if we talking, show us. Don't say nothing. Put your money up. If you talking, and this is the same thing when it goes through with the problems in our community. Let's stop talking. Okay, you with your baby mama for 3-4 years, marry her. You see some kids out
do
on
something.
You see
let me help you out.
Yeah.
Hold on, Stan. Hold on, because you had it.
Yeah,
Let
yeah.
me finish, and then you got it. I gave it to you now.
I thought he was finished.
No, he was not.
Here's the thing about this. Here's the thing about this, brothers. Here's the thing about me, brothers. Here's the thing. I'm a reactionary person. I really put in work. I don't talk about it because niggas, they don't know me in real life. So I do stuff out on the street. I just don't talk. I see problems. I just go ahead and handle it. You know what I mean? I'm not here on panels every day. You know, I do this for her because, you know, I like what she's doing, and you know what I mean, and you know what I mean, I come in and support. But really, I have a bigger issue. Here's the funny thing. I was on a TikTok panel one time, and an 18-year-old kid came on there and said something, and you know, I'm twice his elder. He could be my son. He said, brother, and he said this in the midst of a bunch of older women and older black men. We was all sitting here talking, 18. Mm-hmm. He said, I'm gonna tell y'all something. He said the only reason why we're never going to get things because black people can't get on one accord. It's a lot of talking, one accord. He 18.
Yeah.
I'm 40-some years old. This a young nigga telling me that. I know this. You can't get two niggas to rub two sticks together, but we can get here to talk about it.
Well, Hakeem, that's what the reason why they're not on one accord, because one of the big element is trust. That's what Stan was talking about. For you to get on one accord, you have to trust this person or where you going on one accord. And you said about Jay Morrison. Jay Morrison is not getting that money that he was getting beforehand.
It's still funding him.
He's getting that money that he's getting is people that's in their pride. They don't want to say that they got scammed.
But he's still getting the money,
no, he's not getting. Hold up, he's not getting new income. People that's looking out, that's saying, "Oh, I want to invest in that." He's getting money that people that was already there. He's getting that money because they don't want to feel that they have been scammed. That's what he's getting. He's not even transparent. I can agree with you. He's not even transparent because I guarantee, if he let you look in them books, I guarantee him and Boyce Watkins are not pulling in the income they was getting before that scam was out.
You're right, but they still getting the money. Go ahead, Quinn. I don't want to go.
I was getting ready to say this. You know what's so funny? And I don't. And I am making it personal.
Let me know when I can go in.
And you can go right after me, sweetheart.
Thank you very much.
Yes,
hey, man, this is a great back and forth. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Yes, I'm appreciating y'all. I'm going to just keep it 100. So I don't need a lot of money. The money that I am raising at this very moment, we've been blessed to have some great donators, and I have acquired another investor, which I'm very blessed to have. However, you know, I still am trying to raise this last bit of money. It's $1,500. I've seen that be given in a matter of 20 minutes to get people off a stage. I saw a man pay $500 to another man to kick a man off a panel. $500. And I say, hey, you can hit me 5, 20, 15, because that money goes to the land. It doesn't go in my pocket. Because no matter what, I still have to, I'm living this duality. If I'm gonna make this work, I gotta multitask. So that's why I have other little side businesses and try to make money in other places, but sometimes it ain't always enough. However, what I found interesting is that I've been out here for a year and a half. I've been consistently out here now for the last, I want to say 4 or 5 months. Because I moved, you know, I left North Carolina and drove across country to get back to Arizona. I'm not saying anybody got to give me their money, but I'm always amazed that you have no product. I can show you the land. I can show you the paperwork. However, you'll give a man, and I have to be 100. A lot of it too is ego and pride because it's coming from my mouth. And that's all it is. Somebody got an emergency alert. Who gone?
That's me. My bad.
Is it the weather? You all right there?
No,
Look, what's going on?
Some kid got snatched.
Yeah, I was wondering if it was the Amber Alert. But that's what I'm saying. That's a great example. Every kid ain't gonna get snatched. However, we got things in place because human beings don't want this to happen. So we've done things to try to assist with, if it does happen, here we go. And how many times probably people like, oh, what do you need it for? I ain't looking for that. You might, but there might be that one person that reads it and sees that license plate. Right? So that's what I mean when I say, regardless, however I gotta do, and whoever is with me, not me leading them, not they gotta be behind me, but whoever is a part of the team standing right next to me to make this and create it and make it happen, people will benefit from it. And so I had to scale it down to a place where I was like, okay, I can take care of this myself until I can get bigger investments, or I'm, once my 501(c) kicks in, I can then get those grants and things like that. So I'm not coming in here relying on cash apps and donations, because at this point, I just want to show you what I'm doing, which will monetize my channel, and I don't have to worry about that. Because this is a one-time stop for me. I'm not trying to be on here every month talk about hit the cash here. No, I just need enough to get where I gotta go. And now let me show you what the land look like. But to your point, because we have been swindled and lied to, and promises have been made to us by everybody, non-melanated and melanated people. That's a human trait. To play upon people's weaknesses and fears. And we know and see the men who do it. But again, I say to you, gentlemen, men, there's only one other woman I have run across who is a Black woman trying to build up her community. And that is the lady that lives, it's called Avalon House. And she is in Michigan. I think she's in Detroit. And over the years, she has built up about and restored about 2 city blocks of her neighborhood.
As you said, she's in where?
She's in Detroit, Michigan. We could pull her up. Hold on real quick. I'll show you.
It's another one in St. Louis called the African Social Society. They got raided by the federal government when Trump got raided. That community, you see what they did in that community?
I didn't know.
Yeah. Look at that.
I didn't know that. You gotta send me a link about that, because I wasn't aware.
You see that community?
But here it is. It's called Avalon Village. My bad. Okay, it stands turn now. All right, Stan, go ahead, babe.
Kick your knowledge.
You got it.
Man, I don't. Man, after all this, man, the president just called me. He told me, man, stay the fuck out of this damn shit.
You know what?
So
Stand right here. You better go up somewhere.
I done served on the damn 7 presidents and 10 deployments. I think I should.
That's right.
The right to have the direct phone call. Hey, right. But seriously though, like the crab in the barrel thing, man. Because one thing I've noticed though, anytime somebody come around and talk about something positive, it gets shot down. You got multiple people that attack them. Okay, that's the real world. So with me, my research, I'm doing it on chocolate, and like other people I've supported throughout my life, is that, man, I'm not losing.
You out here checking on me? What? Man, I'm just playing.
Yeah, man. Come on, man. No. When I say checking on you, I'm watching.
I'm just teasing you.
And I'm watching how
I know
you
what
move.
You mean. I'm just messing with you saying.
But I'm listening to the brothers too. I'm like, okay, all right, man. I'm not gonna lose my security clearance.
Yes, of course.
I'm not gonna lose my security clearance on some nonsense, on some hustle, some scam, or whatever, right?
He said, listen, you ain't gonna have me out here. Right, I got you.
And that's what the brothers was saying.
Hold on real quick, Stan. I just want to show y'all this. So this is the woman I was talking about. Her name, they call her Mama Shu. She lost both her sons to violence.
Can I come right back?
And so
I got another call.
Yeah, you can.
So come right back.
Okay, go ahead. I got you. I made my screen smaller so nobody had to sit in the back. I apologize for that. But let me go ahead, and I don't know if she has the other. Oh, okay, cool. So she's been working on this for years. And so she is fixing up her neighborhood one house at a time. They have this. I thought this was so awesome. They built a homework house for the kids where they can come in and get help. And as you can see, they fixed this up. This is 6 years. 6 years. And she did it. And she's still doing it. So that is why I'm saying to you, it's going to happen.
That's amazing. That should be talked about on every platform that we have, or people out there, something like that, because many people don't know that. So
that's right.
That should be promoted and should be out there, because that gives confidence, that builds up trust amongst one of us. You see what she's doing and other people are doing. We can't let the propaganda, like you spoke of before, control the narrative, because what it does, it brings in mistrust. It's dividing us. Right. And that's what we don't need. That's what we don't need. We need to show, like Stan was saying, we need to show us working together. It's been done all through history, but we need to show more of it to give confidence. A lot of these leaders, like you spoke of earlier, only thing they doing is looking out for themselves. That's the only thing they do.
Exactly. That's it. So, I mean, at this point, it's crunch time for me, because I'm trying to get this done before we get into October. I've had to delay because I've had some things going on, but now I can kind of forge through. And so as money comes in, I pay on one thing. I go, okay, we paid that off. All right, gonna pay that off. Just that last piece. Now we can go on up there. I can walk the property. I could show that on YouTube. I'm getting close to that place where I can monetize the channel. Then now I'm not reliant on my people to give me money unless they choose to.
Right.
You know, I'm coming with the information and the different things. I'm showing you, okay, the greenhouse is built, y'all. We got that done. Now it's time to move on to the next. We need to go on and do that. And that is what my goal is. So as I am growing this food, as I'm showing how you can build, in the background, I'm packing that money away to start doing what the end goal is. I have a 5-year plan. As long as the creator make it so, I got a 5-year plan. And so with that 5-year plan, the first starts with 1 acre of land. That's all. Grow, feed people, make that money, get grants, move on and start buying more land. The goal for me, the end goal, is to build the first Black neighborhood, city, I should say, small village, whatever you want to call it, with all of the amenities and accoutrements owned and operated by people who look like us. And that's it. No evil plan, no secrets in the background, just we all can eat because we can all benefit and we can all be a part of something that's bigger than ourselves. If I can build housing for people who don't have Section 8, who they took Section 8 from, the elderly, we forget about our homeless elderly and our elderly who live in places they cannot afford because they also are being priced out. So when we do that, it is, how should I say? The things that we want to see for our people will start to form on its own. It'll be a natural cosm. Because now the environment has been dictated by us. That's all I'm saying. And it can start very small and grow very big, very fast. So that's the goal. And in the process, in those years, as we go by, as long as the creator wake me up every day, I want to connect with other businesses so we can start to network, because the bigger our network, the tighter our network, that is how we can then start to funnel that money our way and take care of the things that need to be taken care of. Better health care. You can start your own insurance company. Car insurance, health insurance, life insurance. You don't have to charge this. You can make arrangements with the doctors. That's why they call it private insurance. So if we offering our people something where they can pay X amount of dollars, guess what? The state's still gonna kick in on it. Why not get that money that our ancestors been paying into? I ain't waiting on reparations. Let me just take it out the box, because that's what I'm doing. If I provide food for people and apply and become part of EBT, that money is going to hit on the 3rd. That money can then go into, okay, let's buy this. All right, we got this. I can help you, Von Eric, with your business. Let me give you that. You need 20 grand, bam. You don't need a bank to do it, but me and you going to go into business together. I'm a silent partner. Okay, for me to, okay, I'll talk to you later. Thank you for coming up, Prince Hakeem.
Take it easy.
All right. It was good talking to you, Von Eric. All right, Queen. I'm gonna hit you up. I got a little emergency.
Please.
I gotta go in.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. So it's like, okay, we're here at this precipice. We've got all the information. We know the history. Now let's talk about the present. Now let's get into the future. And that is where we are. That is where we are. And so for now, for me, it's like, okay, I can do this in months, meaning I can get a greenhouse up. I can show a build. We can utilize that money because YouTube pays every month, right? So we can utilize that money. That goes into the food production. That goes into the website, the truck deliveries, those type of things, creating more opportunity. I will eventually need a call center for people to place orders if they don't want to do it online or they're having issues. I can create for a fee. Somebody will create a whole call center for me. Right. And I can hire people in a matter of days. So now with the technology, we can speed it up. That's it. That's it. So that's where I am, Von Eric. I am in that place where I can see the long game and go from there. And so I said, okay, I can see the long game. So I will take one step at a time and start slow. However, I am surprised that it has taken so long for me to meet people like-minded. I would think that people or my folks, a larger percentage, would be on board with something like that. However, because it sounds so far-fetched, and yes, I have been told it's a Black utopia. Why not? Have you seen my intro, Von Eric?
No.
Here, let me show you something real quick. This is who my...
No, that picture that it looks nice right there.
Oh, thank you. I've been doing.
Is that what you was
a model?
Singer? Yeah, singer and model.
No.
Oh, you was,
no. That's just no. I wasn't a model. I was just trying to be cute. And so what I did was I took that picture, and then I like to mess around with AI. And so it just it changed the background for me and kind of enhanced some things, but it got me straight down, like for real. I was like, okay,
that's
because
nice.
I'm not afraid of, looking at it from that prospect. But hold on, I just want to show you the beginning of this is my mantra, right? This is what I feel when I'm talking about changing the community in itself. And I'm gonna kind of fast. Yeah, this is my intro here.
Never going to be a time when you're totally in control.
Why
Life
not?
is a constant struggle.
I don't see why black people can't be totally in control of their destiny.
Oh, only if you struggle and fight for it.
Well, but that's what it's all about.
But you got to fight with your head as well as with your fist or with your gun.
Well, maybe, I think that all wars involve fighting on every level.
That's
See,
right.
Politics is warfare without bloodshed, and warfare is politics with bloodshed.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's all right.
That's it, right? That's how I feel about it. It is incumbent for us to fight on every level. So me personally, I'm starting at the bottom. I'm putting in that sweat equity so that my foundation, not lack of better words, but for us to be a strong foundation, I want Chocolate Earth to be a hub. So like, no matter what anybody needs in our community, they know they can call us and we can direct them or help them in some kind of way, instead of these fake social services that really don't help people do anything.
Yeah, I like that.
And so it's like, I had this thought, like, if it's all made up, which it is, all the constructs, humans coming from the human brain, then I can do it too.
But let me ask you, so this community that you're developing, that you're putting together, do you already have the land picked out, all of that?
I do. I want to start in Arizona and New Mexico. The reason is because the land is vast. Not only would we be in an environment that would allow us to be safe and kind of away from things, to kind of really spread out. Plus, as well, we are working with the indigenous who are surrounding that area, who also are struggling just as much as we are in this country.
So do you have a land picked out in that area?
Let me show you. Yeah, let me show you the pieces that I'm looking at now once we get to that place. Because who's to tell? Because depending on how much money I can make within a year, who's to tell, right? Because my overhead is very, very low. We doing everything in-house.
I can see New Mexico, because then you don't have
right,
the government over top of you as much. You don't have to have
the land is rural, right? It's unincorporated.
Right.
So that also
that's
means,
it. That's good as far as your foundation and everything like that also. So you don't have to worry too much outside.
As long as I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, we can make it work. If I'm following the law and doing what I'm supposed to do, then it'll happen.
The law is more lenient in New Mexico.
Oh, honey, yes. And in Arizona.
Oh, in Arizona.
Wild West.
Okay.
Because that's where
it's the Arizona. This is in the Royal area too, also, correct?
Yeah, I'm about to pull it up. We can look at it real quick. Hold on, bear with me a second. I'm gonna pull this up so you can see what I have. So I got 2 different places I go to. Land flip, and I think it's the same one. Lord have mercy. Oh, here, this is the one I wanted to go to because it only showed 5, so I wanted to show you this one. Okay, can you see the screen? Come up already for you?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's see. Okay, and so when I'm looking at this, right, check this out. It's 11, look at it, 1,800 acres for 150 grand.
Where's that at? Mississippi?
That's in Montgomery County. Yep. Yeah. Look, Arkansas, 120,000 for 7,000. Over 7,000 acres. That is that's a medium-sized city.
Yeah, it is.
This is all in Mississippi and Arkansas. Look at that.
Yeah, I like that one. What's that? 4,000 acres, 190,000, and
in Watson, Arkansas.
That's that waterfront right there. It's water.
That's
too,
right there. You could turn that into a resort.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm on my way.
Yeah, I like that.
But yeah. So it's like we have to look at what is available and take advantage of it.
Man.
So listen, I apologize. I got something I gotta do. I'm gonna come back, but I have an emergency, so I'm gonna go take care of that. And then I'm gonna be back later. So I'll put out another alert that I'm on. So I'll be on this evening.
Okay.
All right. Thank you for coming up, Von Erich. I gotta rush everybody off. We'll continue this conversation. Thank y'all for coming in. Many, many blessings to y'all. And I will be back this evening. Y'all enjoy y'all day and much love.